But the point is that
He always brings
it's
it to
open
that
to
point.
conversation and people are willing to come to the table to have certain conversations.
Well, that's why we want to facilitate an area of space where we can talk about these issues, yeah? And one thing I don't want to do is marginalise people, but we always say that when you're here, you have to conduct yourself in a way where you can have a back and forth. If you're just screaming and shouting, then you're never going to learn, isn't it?
First of all, look.
I was going to say something about the Somali thing, yeah?
Content over everything!
I went to a wedding just recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, and bro, a bag of Somali man, yeah, landers, yeah, and a bag of Somali women. And when I looked around, yeah, I know people were talking about.
Why do you say landers? Why are you dividing the two?
No, I say landers because they're specifically landers.
That's-
Yeah, because bro,
that's political.
when it's Haki man come together, Hawiyah ain't involved.
Okay, listen to me.
Yeah.
When it comes to Somali politics, Somaliland and Somalia, that's a huge political issue.
Yeah, I don't go into it. I don't go into it. But no. The reason why I say that is because I can identify the two groups. Like I've said to man.
Oh yeah, the region.
You know what I'm saying?
The region of Somaliland.
Bro, I'm just saying,
region of Somaliland.
I'm a lander still myself, so. I'm a lander still, so.
Okay, all right. Much love.
I love it.
But what I'm saying is, when I looked around and I looked at the different phenotypes of the people, the different colours of the people, there were some people there, I blatantly knew they were Mali, but they looked like if you took them from Somalia and you put them in Ghana, yeah, no one would batter an eyelid. And then I started to think to myself, right, is this separation thing, is it that deep?
Uqsum billah, they would.
They would.
It's easy to differentiate. Are you going to agree?
Bro, I'm telling you, no, maybe Somali.
This guy.
No, we have to go back to this.
I'm saying,
This guy.
Would you go to, it's not about this guy, that's the truth. Would you guys ever, right, stand, or okay, let's ask the Somalis, yeah? Is it easy, like, قفك ضلس على قفك أو مذوة? Yeah.
I like it, you know. I like the way they speak it. I don't know. Speak it and
Why?
Yeah,
What I'm trying to say. Exactly. Look, so the thing is this, yeah?
People talk
ده لسه قد يقف Somalia.
circle
أما قف Somalia لسه قف كلام مذوة.
and smoking.
ولا والله مسخل دكتور.
I can't tell the difference between a Ghanaian and a Nigerian.
I know, but you can tell. No. But anyways, wait. Any person, any African can tell a Nigerian from an Ethiopian.
Okay, what's your point, bro?
No, that's the point. Because you said you can't tell the difference. But you can't tell the difference.
But what I'm saying, there's certain situations.
I told sorry, brother. Listen,
There are phenotypes. There are general phenotypes. What are you saying to me? You went to a wedding.
There's no Somalis that look like Ghanaians and Nigerians. But Jiro, I get corrected.
bro, you realize you've negated the whole phenotype.
How many Somalis have you got here? We've got Somalia. Look at all these Somalis. Tell me who looks like a Ghanaian right now.
Wait,
I can take this.
Yeah, well, I was counting stuff.
Same here, same everything.
No, the Bantu, they're not. Bantu, that's different. That's different subject. That's different
It's
subject.
just a no African-American brother. They wouldn't even recognize that
I said they're not Somali.
I don't know why you keep taking people out, but if that's...
Yeah. Well, how long they been in the land?
No, not longer than that. You know when they came to Somalia? You know how they got to Somalia? Do you even know how they got to Somalia?
So let's talk about that then. How did they get there?
We can talk about it.
What I want to mention.
No, but when you say a Somali that looks like a Ghanaian, Somali Ghanaian when?
Listen,
Dolomite.
Khalid, are you aware of the Akan migration pattern? Are you aware of where the Akan tribe? The Akan tribe are the tribes that occupy Ghana now. Do you know where the origin of their migration pattern
Go on
is?
and tell me, where is
It's
it?
from the Horn.
The Horn.
It's from
Explain yourself.
the
what era?
The
What era?
migration
What
pattern
time?
is from Egypt. I don't know.
No,
I
from what era?
don't know the exact dates. Yeah, if you want next week, I can bring it.
Okay.
But the migration pattern is from Egypt. Yeah, north from Egypt, north, west, and then south via Mali.
Okay, in that case, if you guys came from the Horn, you and
Not the Horn, but
if you guys came from the Horn, I'm trying to have a respect, please, man. Let me if you came,
Fine, come on. Fine.
don't follow the crowd, all right? Don't follow the crowd. I know there's a lot of crowd here. Don't follow the crowd.
Brother, be respectful.
Why are you eyes cutting? Relax.
Be respectful.
I'll be respectful, but don't interrupt me when I'm talking.
Guys, let's get some discipline. We're doing good. were doing good.
Take this narrative that we look like one thing.
So you said. Well,
That's a lie, brother. Come on. That's a kedib. Wallahi, that's kedib.
What do you mean, Kadib? So you're telling me? Wait, let's go back to the horn.
That's what he said.
I want to go back to the horn.
Why are you so triggered? That's what he said. He couldn't tell different. He said that. He said that.
He said that, but it's a lie, though. But it's a lie, though.
Fam, let's get one all up. Fam, let's get one. Was he not? Is he not?
That is true. That is very true.
He knows he's in though. He knows he's
Jamaican, right? You're a Jamaican.
One time.
No, I am Jamaican.
Exactly what I said. You're a Jamaican. Listen, so Jamaicans.
You seem very.
Well, he's a Jamaican too, and he's a Jamaican. Anyways, and these guys are Ethiopian origin, isn't it? But listen, long story short, I'm gonna come back to that. You said about Horn of Africa. I want to come back to the Horn of Africa. He made a claim about Horn of Africa.
He said he saw something.
I specifically meant Egypt.
Yeah, he said from his eyes, though.
Even Egypt.
Come down for something they're jumping, right?
I'm trying to make a point.
You make a point. What I'm saying is, this is clarity. He said that he saw people and he couldn't tell the difference.
He said Jamaicans are from Ethiopia. Some Jamaicans do come from Ethiopia because I don't know.
Right, look at the double, bro. Listen.
Because what I know is like they praise Haile Selassie a lot. You know Haile Selassie. They praise him a lot. So I'm thinking they must have some.
Listen, clarity, let's get clarity, yeah?
Huh? Nah, I said, look, you guys.
We can't pick up with the mic, innit?
About what? Listen, about
No, because you talk too much. Let me talk one time.
go on. I had so do.
I feel like you're trying to
But
push this
rally
narrative.
hold. Sorry about that.
I feel like you're trying to push this narrative that Somali people look like a certain specific thing, and we don't. So if we do, tell me what that is. Because I want Somali.
You know what that is? Do you know what that is? You are Somali. That's what it is. That's the point. That's the point.
Even on a different point, yeah. Even when I'm looking at the Somali indigenous ethnicities, yeah, there's a clear difference between them. There's a clear difference between Somalis. I'm talking about people from within the same tribe. Some from the Ethiopian tribe. Maybe
Some of the dynamics of the phenotype.
But they all come from one root. They all come from one father.
He's talking about dynamic. He said about looks.
You know about that?
I'm saying, maybe that's the case. Yeah.
I can't talk when everybody's talking to me. I'm trying to reply to every person, but everybody's saying a different point. So can I listen to one person and then I can reply to?
Maybe that's what the narrative is scientifically, bro. But wallahi, I should have taken pictures of these people. Yeah, they do not look like they all go back to one father.
Go.
Next time I'm at a Somali wedding, I'll take pictures, and then you can give me the breakdown.
I know. To you, they do not look like they come from one father. But Somali, I've studied this. Yeah, there's a whole Somali genealogy study that you can find in different universities. Somali people, they come from a man known as Somali. The name Somali is an ancestry name, and Somali had 9 sons. Only 4 of his sons reside within Somalia, meaning his lineage and subclans. Exactly.
So what happened to the other?
So the rest of Somalia was empty.
He had 9
Bro,
sons.
what are you saying? Where did they come from? Where did Somali come from?
All right, okay.
Was there no other people?
Okay,
Somali and his son were the only people that were having children.
Huh?
Somali and his sons were the only people on that land that were having children.
Okay. First of all, let me tell you this. Somali people, if you trace DNA, right?
their wives Ethiopian.
Their DNA, the white chromosome, yeah? It goes back to V32 or V12. And then V12 is from, what's it called? M38, M38, M35, and they all go back to Egypt. That's where Somali people, the lineage come from. There's almost like 100 out of 30% of Egyptians carry the M38. Exactly, Cushitic lineage. You understand? And they've always been there. They always had, but specifically Somali people come from that one ancestor. And that ancestor had many other brothers and other lineages.
How does his statement change that? How does his statement change that? He's saying that when he saw people, they look similar.
He said.
But people might say that you and him are similar. They might say that your nose was similar.
The Ghanaian people came from the Horn.
That's a different thing.
The point I was trying to make, let's trace the DNA and then see where it takes you.
Brother.
You understand?
He's talking about phenotype.
One family can look so different, and you know that.
I know that, but wait.
What's the oldest Somalian tribe?
So if you listen, you understand what I'm
Does
saying.
it offend you? Does it offend you for a Somali brother to look Nigerian?
No, it does not offend me.
it was good then.
But it does not offend me. But people have to realize.
But people have to realize.
realize.
That's what I'm saying. Because before people were around, people said I was Ethiopian. They said I was Jamaican. They said I was.
If someone said,
this is a whole other thing.
If someone said, like, if someone said I look like a random person.
Chinese.
crazy, like, I just speak.
Here's the point.
I was trying to answer the sister.
Is it Mongolian? I don't think
Let's get some more.
Is it correct term Mongolian or Mongolian?
It's Mongolian. So one
Said he
time.
can't hear everybody because of
Yeah,
One time.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't have to go. What I'm saying is, the brother said he saw something, innit?
The point is this.
I don't know why we're here.
He said, I know, like for example, my family, my brothers are lighter than me, like light skin. My mum is light skin. My dad is dark
I'm not
skin.
talking about
Right?
skin colour, I'm
Wait,
talking about features as well.
features. There is no Somali that has what's called a Bantu features. No Somali. Unless you're talking about.
That's a big claim.
Unless you're talking about.
Big no was a big lip.
Exactly. Unless you're talking about.
And
My dad got a big nose.
Somali. تحت أنا Somali now. We got an Eritrean brother out here. Tell me if you all look alike. It's easy to identify near the Somali. It's easy to identify near the Somali.
If you put up an Ethiopian, this one over here, can I just say something? Can I just say something?
We are original. We were made like this.
But you said you said Somalia was an Arab.
More than this t-shirt. Getting into sticky water now.
Somali
Getting into
politicians
Tawid
and
state.
Nigerian.
Give me a name. Wallahi, don't embarrass yourself.
Bro, you're taking us down a circular road.
I like you.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
One time, let the sister speak, because let the sister speak.
I'm not gonna lie. Growing up here, I thought Somalis and Ethiopians, I thought we looked a certain way.
Well, we are.
I went to Mogadishu on holiday.
Okay.
I did not look. More time, people that didn't know, they didn't
There
like
are
me.
some.
They look different.
There's one thing. There are Somali Bantus. Have you heard of Somali Bantus?
Have
Have you heard of Somali Bantus?
Somali Bantus in Mogadishu.
Yeah.
Somali people.
Sounds a bit like
And the
African.
Somali Bantus marry other Somali people.
Bantu.
For example, you see Somali Bantu, he is the same tribe as me. Why? Because his father was Ava, my tribe.
What was you about to comment? Hold on. What was you about to comment? He made a comment. What was you about to comment? He said that when he went,
I can't hear you.
he said, can the Bantu be Somali?
Nationality, by nationality,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
But not by origin.
Okay, but not origin. But the brother said,
Somali,
brother,
it's
may I ask you a question? May I ask you a question? He said he went to a wedding.
Tribes that were
and-
lurking around.
He went to a wedding.
Somalia. Remember those indigenous tribes that were just lurking around there?
There's
There's no indigenous tribes. Bantu indigenous tribes.
Let me see.
Look into the history how they got there.
there?
Anyways, go
How
on.
did they get there?
Different
We
story.
brought them there.
Different story. We brought them there.
Brought them there.
Listen.
Like cattle.
So the brother said,
Like, eh?
No.
the brother said he went to a wedding.
Save that for Somali code, eh?
Stop me if I'm wrong, yeah? He said that when he saw the wedding, when he saw many of the Somali people, he couldn't tell the difference between some of the Somali people and what happened.
And like West
This is a
Africa.
wedding,
West
right?
Africans.
They had the West
Does that go wrong? Whether he's right or wrong, whether it's right or wrong, whether he's right or wrong,
West African.
let me ask a question. Let's get to the end. No, let's get to the end, yeah? If it is correct, does that bother you?
Unless you're talking about
Brother,
Somali.
there's the question. If that is correct, does that bother you?
Does that involve me?
No, does that bother you?
Does that bother me?
Yeah, that he said this. That someone from your nation might look like someone from another nation. Does that bother you? This is the question.
If I
This is the
said,
answer.
if I said, yeah, a Chinese look like a Filipino, right?
What happens with that?
Wait. Let's say we said that, right? Let's just say we say that. We know some Chinese people have round head. They don't have this part of butt. They have their own features to tell apart. I can literally tell apart. Chinese have a
Filipinos.
yeah. No. The Filipinos have more like a crop nose.
Firstly,
But
I
anyways,
think
long
that the
story short,
assertion,
there's a different.
to ascertain and say that people have one look.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
a
Incorrect.
fallacy.
You don't look the same.
It's a fallacy, boy.
You don't look the same.
Telling
I'm
you,
saying,
you know,
Are you highlighting
Look
common
how
features?
she's
look correct, though.
She got
You don't look the same.
Wait, relax, calm down, man. Relax. I know this. Wait, listen. She got lighter skin, but when it comes to facial features, look at her facial features
I'm moving
and mine.
phenotype.
We look the same. Do I have a broader nose like you? No, I
But I
don't.
see some.
What are you on about, bro?
Khalid, listen. I've seen Somalis with noses bigger than yours.
This
Bigger
guy.
than yours. Like mine.
Bring me those Somalis. Bring me those Somalis.
Listen, if we go to Dar es Sunnah,
Who's Ahmed?
So, are you offended? So we ask you.
I'm not offended.
So then what's the issue? What's the issue?
I'm not offended.
You're acting like someone who might be, bro.
No, I'm not offended. You know, just like I'm offended. Look, just like I'm offended. Yeah, when someone says that Somali people are of different cultures, or they're not one, or they're not the same, right? The same way. For example, so many people come from one father, one ancestry.
Yeah,
it's true. Look it up.
What do you mean? I don't get that. I still don't get that. One father. What do you mean?
But the fact that you're different, the very fact that you're different tribes, yeah. The very fact that
I'm going to bring this out.
Yeah, what do you mean by one father?
Let me show you. Let me show you. One second, I'm going to show you.
Why
This dates back to
Okay,
5,000
let's
years
break this
ago.
down. Let's break this down, yeah, in ABCs, yeah. One father, yeah. So this guy is Somali, yeah.
Somali. His name
Somali.
is Somali.
Yeah. Who was his father?
He.
And where did his father come from?
They come from Egypt, Pharaoh.
So
One
they
of the
were.
pharaohs.
So they migrated
So
to
they
that
were-
part then.
No?
So they migrated from Egypt
no.
to Somalia.
Basically, as we know, land of the Bunt stretched from the Horn all the way to Egypt, and they had this connection. So as also, I'm not sure about this, but I've had a lot of documentaries that talk about the ancient Egyptian people saying that our ancestors come from the land of the Bunt. You understand?
South, yeah.
Exactly. Not the south, Bari, east side of Somalia, east.
No, I mean the
north.
south of Egypt. They said
Yeah.
South Valley,
Anyways, long story
There would
short,
have been a migration though, would they not have?
I don't know. I need to look into it. I'm not going to say something I don't know about. But long story short, yeah, this Somali guy goes back to wherever it was, Egypt. You understand? And M35 comes
Goes
from the
back
Horn.
to Egypt. What do you mean?
For example, M38, their lineage is M35. M35 come from the Horn. It's a chromosome.
Bro, can we
It's a
deal with the
chromosome.
person?
We're talking about chromosomes.
I'm trying to talk about the person. So I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Are you saying that he single-handedly created a separate
the entire Somali nation.
gene fucking genome? Like, what are you showing me?
think
Did
he's
he beat their gal? What are you saying? I'm trying to.
Women,
Somali.
Jedi.
Alright, one sec.
Huh?
Women.
Yeah, gal, women, like, come on, man.
Wait, is this
We
a
don't,
little
we,
But these,
yeah?
you know these man
We won't
get
get
active
specific,
anyway, bro. It's
man.
not a thing for these man.
Huh?
These man get active anyway, bro. 9 children.
Alright, come on,
It's
just
not a
be
thing.
real.
Listen, for example, Somali lived in a nation, right? There was a certain nation that he lived among, and his time was the time of the pharaohs. You understand? Also, what we realize is that when he came, or whenever he had children, and one of his children were like 9 children, and these 9 kids, the rest are within Africa. 5 of them are within Africa. We don't know where they are. Only 4 of these, what's it called? For example, I'm a certain tribe of Somalia. I don't like to say my tribe. I'm gonna say a fake one. Let's say I'm Majerten, for example. Why not? Wait, I don't want to say.
That's the real one. That's the real one.
No, I'm saying a fake tribe. One sec.
How can you call a tribe fake?
One sec. I'm not. I didn't say it was fake.
That's you said that. It's just let's name it fake tribe.
It is so.
Use that one.
He means that he won't give his one. It's not his one. He'll give one that's not
What are you
his.
trying to say right now? Say something. This guy, man. Do you think I would?
No, I'm joking. I'm just.
Let's keep it serious, man.
It was a mistake. Sorry.
Anyways, look, I don't hate my people. I love my people. You get me? Like, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm
We
talking to
believe
these guys.
We actually believe it.
What's your tribe then?
Huh? I'm not saying my tribe. Because I don't want. I'm not saying my tribe. But let's just say. I'm making a point. See what I mean? I can't make a point. I'm making a point. Let me finish my point. Can I finish my point? Before I forget. Right? For example, let's say I'm Majerten. That's not my tribe, but let's say I'm Majerten. Right? Majerten, right? And Majerten, Ogaden, and Marihan, and many other guys, they come from one father known as Khumbu. Khumbu had many sons. I'll show you a whole graph.
they're not from Somalia.
A whole graph showing how these, one family people occupied the whole of the home.
Are they not from Somalia though?
Right, can I ask you a question?
I'm gonna have to bring this up.
Can I ask you a question? What is the, hold on one second. What is the oldest stories all across Africa where there's a farm?
I was gonna say.
Sounds a bit
What's the oldest?
I was gonna say.
What's the oldest tribe in Somalia?
Like you have that in Hausa, right?
Right.
The Hausa Banza and the Bastard tribe.
The story that he's describing is if you go to Kenya
Isn't that
as the oldest tribe, that's back
This is the oldest.
What's the oldest tribe in Somalia?
Populated.
Is that the same tribe
Populated the whole thing.
Yeah, that's his children.
That's his
That's his children.
So where did the other guys come
Where
from?
you taking words from?
I'm trying to bring the graph. Give me a minute.
Where you taking words from?
And all of them
From who? From outside of.
Because the story I heard, yeah, some Yemeni man.
So what you're saying is this origin story is
Bro,
similar
I don't get it.
enough
I'm not even gonna lie.
Nothing's going to
Sounds
work
like
out
Adam
with
and
it.
Eve thing.
So that shows the unity between the Somali. So, bro, yeah, they're saying saying that the Somali origin story is similar in other countries.
The
That
father
shows
of
a
Somali,
similarity in culture and so forth,
and
right?
he
Who said
took.
that?
So you know the story of the
If you
Somali.
go to Kenya
Yeah.
and you speak
Are you
to the
talking to
Kikuyu
me?
people, yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to tell you that their fathers are
Yeah, listen,
Moroccan. Yeah,
He
that's
pretending
the
to send something in his phone.
Kikuyu nation. Yeah.
Bro,
But
sir,
Kenya,
pull up the
wait,
deal,
this
man.
thing,
Let's get
like
this.
I said, look, Kenya.
I didn't say Kenya now. I said Kikuyu people.
Yeah, I know Kikuyu.
Yeah.
Kikuyu is a tribe that lives in Kenya.
Yeah.
And there is within Kenya there is Masai.
Yeah.
There is many other tribes
Yes.
who come from different lineages.
Yes.
Unlike Somalia, the Somali people come from one father.
Right, now, let me ask you this.
I'm-
The
I'm
children-
bringing-
One father, it doesn't
because
make
you don't
sense.
know. This is my history. How are you gonna tell me about my history?
Let me tell you why I can tell
How are
you.
you gonna tell me my
Like,
history?
one father.
You are deluded from
Let me
that.
tell you.
No, you're not gonna tell me my history.
hold on.
Did he
How are you
ovulate?
gonna
One
teach me
second.
my history?
One
Did he
second.
ovulate?
One second. Remember that some of us here,
How am I gonna break it down
founded
when
Somali
the guy-
corner. Remember some of us here founded.
Yeah.
What?
Respect the
No.
founders.
Wait, relax.
Yeah, respect the founders, man. Respect the
No,
founders.
you remember that some of us
Corner, man.
here, yeah? So some of your brothers have already explained their story.
One sec.
You know what I'm saying?
One
So
sec.
unless their story
it's
is wrong.
conflicting.
One
It's all
sec.
Yeah, it's conflicting.
One sec.
That don't make no sense.
Please, man. Let me bring up the charts. so I can
Delil,
prove my
Delil,
point.
Delil.
I'm going to bring my Delil
Just
right here.
negate the Arab Ishaqi myth then.
Huh?
Negate the Arab and the
I-
Sheh Ishaq was the Arab.
I have never Arab. There's no Somali that has an Arab father.
Hold on. And what about
There's
the
no
tribe? What about the tribe that say they're the descendants of the
Shut up
prophet?
and that.
There is. Okay, you know what?
There might be though. That's
Okay,
not hard to
please,
believe.
No, we're not saying it's not
Wait,
fake,
one second.
but it's showing different origins of Somali.
How you guys asking questions and you answering
We're
yourself?
talking, we're having a conversation, but I don't know what you're doing.
Don't give me no deal yet.
That's weird, man. People are no, people are asking questions.
We're all trying to talk.
No, they're asking questions and they're answering themselves. Like, how am I going to answer them? It doesn't work. All right, here we go. So we're going back to the Somali lineage thing, right? This is the whole university thing. You get me, guys? Yeah, research, right? So,
Not paperwork.
Where are you from?
okay,
Is it what's it called? Dissertation.
wait.
Peer review.
People at home, you can't see this, I'm sorry.
So, we'll
reviewed,
get to the camera.
Put it in the link.
Peer reviewed,
I'll
yeah?
put in the link. I'll put in the link.
In the description.
All right, for example,
Okay, bad night.
all right, we have Hill. That's the. It's more like a mythical father. This guy Hill.
So he's a mythical father.
But it's been like a long time ago,
Okay.
so people don't agree on that.
Okay.
Hill. But the ones that Somali people, all of them agree, is Somali.
Yeah.
Somali had Sab, Irir,
Yep.
Gadere, Darot. Right?
Four.
Exactly, 4. That's the ones that live in Somalia. There are 9. But the other 9, like I said, we don't have the history because they are around Africa. We don't know where they are.
Around Africa? How do we know they're around Africa?
That's what Somali history says. You
Okay, what do you
understand?
mean?
Anyways, we're coming back.
They could have gone back to India.
Nah, these people.
Continue.
Stop mocking me, right? No, I sense mockery. I do not like mockery. Now,
Sorry,
listen.
Phoenicia. I didn't mean India. I didn't mean India.
All right,
Phoenicia. sorry.
can you shut up, please, man? I'm trying to say something.
Okay, let's all be respectful.
Right. So basically, these are the 9 sons, right? 4 sons, right? And these 4 sons, you have Ogaden, Herati, all the Harti.
See the Ogaden one?
Isaac also come from where? Irir.
Okay, so Ogaden
Isaac,
come from Darwin,
Sawiye, Ogaden, Harti, Darod, Marihan, all these guys, yeah? And then you see them multiplying. As we go down, as we go down, they keep multiplying. And these are more like subclans. And each name that you see has an ancestor of over 1,000 people. Over 1,000. We keep going. Please, I'm trying to educate these people about Somali people. They don't know about Somalia. Listen. Now, these. Now, I'm respecting my sister, but I'm just trying to do some
don't
great
endorse
job.
that.
Anyways, look.
Somali brothers say
all
no,
these-
we
Don't
endorse
endorse
that.
that.
So all
Somali
these-
brothers say we
What
don't
you're
endorse
saying,
that.
so
Relax, you're not Somali.
You're
so you don't-
independent.
I'm not
Somali
listening.
brothers-
I'm
You're
not
independent.
going to hear from you.
You're independent.
Anyway, wait.
Somalis are not endorsing you.
Relax.
There's bare
Listen.
Somalis around here.
See, these are all ancestries.
on.
These are all subclans. Subclans after subclans. Subclans after subclans. And these are all Somali people. And they all go back to
Are they
one
people
father.
or man?
People, male and female. Anyway, look.
Where the females mentioned? Show me where the females are mentioned.
Somali's 4 sons.
Where were they documented?
You wanna know where they're documented? I'll tell you this. I'll tell you mine.
Where's the wife?
Wait. My name.
Where's the wife come
My
from?
name is Khalid, Aden, Abdullahi, Zule, Hamfar, Jale. It goes on and on and on. I can tell you from my great grandfather until the back. That's how they got it. And then it goes back to my tribe. And I know my tribe, the main guy that I've come from. His name's name. Until we go back to Somalia. That's how it's documented. Shut up, man. You don't know about African countries. Shut up, man. Shut up. No. You're not gonna ask me. You're not gonna. No, you don't ask me a silly question like that. Who documented? It's an African.
No, he's right though, because but again. No, I don't want to hear.
No, you. What do you mean fake? It's not fake anger. This is real anger. Because you don't have this. You cannot relate to this. Can you relate to that? Can you relate to that? Can you relate to that? Can you relate to my history? Relax, man. Can you relate to my history? Can you relate to my history? Can you relate to my history? Shut up. Now, how are you gonna come to me and tell me? Shut up.
Don't get drawn out.
Right.
Don't get drawn out.
My point is that right now, no, I don't want to hear anybody saying Somali people don't come from one father. I've shown my proof.
Somalis
Somali people.
Somalis are saying.
All Somali people.
Somalis are saying.
I know.
Somalis are saying.
They can
Let's get one voice.
Somali people.
That's your
This doesn't need to be our big conversation.
Do you agree? Do you all agree that
second,
all Somali people come from one man?
Statement to the question. One second to the question, yeah? My statement is, yeah, that if I go to Ghana, yeah, and I ask somebody their name, yeah, their name can take me exactly to where their father and mother live, to where their actual family lives.
Yeah,
just by their name. All right. What's it called? All right. Second. Right, but my point is
that's not a unique thing to Somalia.
It's not a unique thing, but look, to learn the Somali history, you have to learn the question.
And it's beautiful, it's a good thing. And I can appreciate that as somebody who has had that connection robbed from man, innit? Like, I can tell you about my great grandparents, I can tell you about my great grandfather, and coming from Jamaica, that's a lot. Yeah? So, you know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate that. But my question is, the 4 sons, who did they marry?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's a good.
Who's the mother?
That's a good question.
Who's the wife?
That's a really good question. I like that.
Who's the wife that had 4 sons?
I don't like to be mocked. Don't mock me, man.
I bet she was Ethiopian. I bet she was Ethiopian.
I'll tell you.
Let's learn.
I bet she was Ethiopian. I bet she was Ethiopian.
Of course she was Oromo. She was Ethiopian. Who was she?
Okay, go.
So then.
Oromo. Look, Oromo people, they themselves go back to Somali.
Okay.
Even the Oromos come from the they go back to the Somali lineage.
And they're in Ethiopia, yes?
So what
They're
you say is all
Ethiopian.
incest.
Huh?
No outsider.
Okay.
One son, one man,
No
had
Bantus,
sons,
no
and that's
Bantus,
it.
no
So they weren't living with no one. There was nobody else around.
Yeah.
There's nobody else that was submitting to the gene pool or the family tree. There's no other people there.
Never married into other tribes, nothing.
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. But in Somalia, we practice something. I'll tell you this, yeah. For example, please, man. Well, I'm not gonna leave if you keep mocking me like that. There's no point of me. Why? No. You are being a mockery because you're being. You're not being.
You're mocking your own self.
I'm not being. He's being mockery though. He's being mockery.
Let's all try to be respectful, right?
Jedi, if someone wants to talk to me. If someone wants to
finish your point, man.
No. If someone wants to, I know all of you trying to start hating me right now, yeah? But I don't give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck. But the thing is this.
No hate. We don't throw hate.
It is hate because when people are mocking you when you're talking, they're making fun of what you're saying.
If we're mocking the brother,
and I know why. Remember earlier when I was talking about Somali people hate other people hate Somali people. There you go. There you go. There you go. There's another hater. I'm not another hater. Haters everywhere.
Here's what I can say.
I don't like this shit. Why? How come when a Somali comes out and tells the history, people have a problem with it?
Let's
Somalis disagree.
You don't know nothing. You know about Somalia.
You're telling me they disagree.
So
I know about Somalia. Yeah, I do.
He's my Somali brother. I can talk to him. I can convince him. But you,
He's not convinced at the moment, though.
I can convince my brother here.
Yeah, but he's not convinced at the moment.
None of us
You're saying that.
No, fam.
You're saying
Bro,
that.
none of us are outside from having an interest in history or giving an input in anything that we hear or being critical of any information. Yeah, none of us are outside of it just because we're not your Somali brother, bro. Yeah? So you need to change that narrative. This is
One
our,
narrative.
That thought process. Yeah? This is our listen.
What?
You're here sharing with us, yeah, and we're sharing too. It's not a one-way thing.
Yeah, but
so one
say
second.
that when I try to share and people mocking me like this guy and other guys telling me fuck off and
you're speaking school. You're used to this.
everybody
Let's
comes
not say,
out.
oh, stop that. He's white.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
No, we're all here, but when I speak about my culture, my people, man like him coming out. No, you're cool. I know you're cool. You're a humble guy.
I need you to hold on. Before you say that. Yeah. Today you're a teacher, bro.
You learned something.
But today you're a teacher.
Exactly, I like that.
Brother, the people you're talking about.
And you're gonna get tired of that.
Hold on, bro. If you wasn't here, these brothers would be doing the same thing, regardless of your Somali, Jamaican.
They do it all the time.
That's how they speak. That's how they speak.
Hold on. Man, I ain't been doing nothing though. What the hell? I ain't been doing anything.
When he's asking questions,
I'm just actually giving my input, and I'm here. Other brothers have their own input.
I'm not talking about you though.
One second. But you all know that, yeah, for a prolonged period of time, you know, humour will be induced, yeah. I don't know why you're getting sensitive, yeah. But you partooking in jokes, we bust jokes. It's not new. It's not new, fam.
But we also know that Maku is a troublemaker.
We're having a conversation.
This guy is a troublemaker.
No, what's really happening is man's getting uptight. Man's getting uptight, so we're questioning. Okay, one man had 9 sons, but 4, we only know where 4 were. And I'm saying, okay, they took wives, they lived amongst other people, and those other people surely gave input into the gene pool, surely gave input into the nation. Like, there's no way, like, so we're questioning that, and you're getting all upset.
Yeah.
I'm not angry. Jedi.
Focus on the debate or the conversation we're having now.
You asked me a question.
Let's get back to that.
You asked me a question.
He was a smart young lad.
You've asked me a question.
Let's get back to that.
Right? And I was about to answer you. But how am I going to answer you when someone is talking about my history, someone's trying to teach me my history? You're saying so and so, say so.
You can learn sometimes.
Even if you learn, you can't be you can't know my history better than me, even if you know it, because it runs in my blood. It runs in my blood, is it?
What the brother is saying?
We lived there before you, bro.
It's information.
We lived there before you, but we're not going to go into
I know. I will proudly give you.
1 second. You don't have all the information.
I will proudly give you my information. I would.
You've got some information.
You came from Phoenicia.
But other people have information too. 1 second. And you can't claim just because you are from there or you have Somali blood that makes you top of information and no one can claim or no one can give it. But what you're saying is mad.
So are you telling
All it
me?
is man's questioning and giving their input. And you're saying, because you're Somali and you got Somali blood, there's no way that we could have. It's like, bro, it don't work like that. That's not how it is.
I'll tell you how it works like that, bro. Let me tell you how it works like that. From a young age, see everything that they teach in universities right now, from a young age, I was taught by my parents, my history, where I come from, my parents, everything, right? I used to hear about the pharaonic history. I used to hear about the word Fir'aun or Pharaoh. It's not English, it's not Arabic. Right, it's a Somali word, and my mom used to translate it for me. When I grew up and I started speaking English, and I see the translation of Pharaoh in English, I'm like, right, this is the Somali translation. You get me? So from a young age, I was taught by my history, by my family, and so is almost every Somali who grows up in Somalia. You understand? We are, basically, our history runs through our tribal lineage. If you practice your tribal lineage, you are automatically, exactly, you know who you are, where you come from, your lineage.
It still doesn't divert from what I'm saying to you.
What is it?
That Somali had sons, yeah. And what we're saying is that
where's the wives, mate?
That they came, were they on a barren land where there was no one around them? They had women, they had wives, they had counterparts. They had to be other people they exchanged and lived with. Those women could not only be impregnated by these 4 men. Yeah, so there had to be other people giving in. As we're talking about a nation of people, there's a lot of Somalians, right? Okay. There's a lot of Somalis.
Sorry, have you answered about the 4 brothers yet?
You know, I'm gonna answer that now. Yeah.
The mothers.
But I'm gonna have to bring my thing as well, so I can. But please, nobody interrupt. Nobody interrupt.
And I understand.
Please, nobody interrupt.
That you know what I'm like. Because you read something from a website or whatever. That to me, is like, I enjoy the fact that okay, there's something there to research, but I'm not taking that to be on the end of it.
It's not a website. There's a whole article.
What's the website?
I don't know.
It's not a website. It's not a website.
Reason to contest what he's saying. I'm saying unless man's got good reason to contest what he's saying. Like, we could hear what he's saying and then go home and do more research in it.
Okay. This print. Okay, can you read that, please? At the top, what does that say?
What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this?
But you can read it, well, you can know what it is if you read it.
African Studies Centre, the Netherlands. So this is done by Somali people.
It's done with Somali people.
Somali people in the Netherlands.
What? Where's the university? The university.
Man's learning like about a different
It's the paper or the research done by
Somali people, yeah. Because they had to consult. They had to consult the Somali people.
They consulted. So who put this together?
Who did
Like in the Netherlands.
It's a university that put it together.
It's not a dissertation. It's not a dissertation at all. It's not a dissertation.
What's that?
Dissertation. Like end of year 3.
Like an essay from a
Oh no, it's not. It's basically a second.
So what?
But anyways, look, it's a second edition copy of a certain study within what's it called an African study.
Sorry, can we get a date for this individual?
It has been updated.
Can we have a date for it?
And what we say
Like
is
some
this is
people are
the
the
leading.
individual.
Is this
Yeah,
a
the
theory, is this
individual.
theory or fact?
Because anyhow it's in the
Theory or
15,
fact?
16,
Like, what-
1400s.
Is there other
I'm gonna
theories? Are there
switch on
other papers? There are other papers? Are there other suggestions?
So, you asked me a question, Jedi. You told me,
I'll be mad.
how did these 4 sons make kids? I'm trying to get to that, right? So let me finish that, and then we can get to anything else you want to ask. Okay? So we have to go back to the DNA, right? All Somali people come from a DNA known as M78, who originally resides in Egypt.
So
and then M30. What's
Can I just
that?
ask, yeah? How have we come to the conclusion that all Somali people have this?
Because look, almost every Somali, right, when they take a DNA, they get the V32. You understand? V32 is the son of V12, and V12 is the son of M38. Basically, like when I'm talking about lineage and the Y chromosome, the Y chromosome. But anyways, wait. Let me finish my point. I
don't understand this. Because we deal with that.
Listen, yeah.
Yeah.
Oromo, yeah.
Wait, is this our Somali corner, yeah?
Yeah. Sorry,
Somali
bro,
corner now, yeah?
This is your
Transition.
Oromo.
Get down to the bottom of it, though. Like.
Yeah, we all started from here,
What's the
then they
ancestry
went
plan?
here. This is the Berbers that you're talking about, yeah? So these
Go
arrows,
back.
So these arrows shows that the oldest person in the world was carbon dated to Ethiopia. Yeah? We all started from here.
How did Somali come
They then
before?
went here, these arrows, right? Egypt, Pharaohs, right? Berbers, yeah? And then they started coming down, right? So I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Somali brother.
No. Wait. Whether you disagree or not, it does not change my narrative. All you need to do is stand here and have one-on-one talk and then see what we can do.
The brother's still able to say what he wants to say.
Did you realize until now I haven't made my point?
Let him just finish his point, then
Until
say it,
now, I
and then
haven't
we
finished my
scrutinise it
point.
after.
Right?
I'm just learning at the moment. I'm just learning.
Thank you, because look, people are listening, people are talking. Okay. Listen, as I said from the beginning, right? Somali people come from one father known as Somali. And Somali, his origin dates back to Egypt, the M78. M78, its origin essence comes from M35, from the Horn. Not from Ethiopia, from the Horn. Look into it. Right now I can search M35 and see where it goes back to. From the Horn of Africa.
Hold on. But you're running.
Aki,
Right. No dates.
I'm not finished.
No
I'm
dates,
not
though,
finished.
cuz.
I'm not finished.
Please, can we have some dates?
I'm not finished.
Can we have some dates?
Can
I
I
don't mean
fucking
eatable dates.
Can I
mean
finish?
dates
Please, now look at these
for what
people.
you're talking about.
Can I finish?
Because you're going to mention Egypt
No.
and all these places. we got to get a
This is training.
timeline. Come on, be realistic.
This is what happens when you teach. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I know,
you can't
but
just
look,
give
look,
half
I like-
evidence.
Every week
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna give you evidence.
You're leaving me like, oh, like
How am I going to give you
like a
evidence when you're
crackhead.
talking over me?
Because I'm getting
You're
some
being a crackhead
information.
because
No,
you're
I'm
being
getting
patient.
some information.
What
but I'm
information?
not getting the
Because you
whole
wait,
thing.
be patient. Patient pays.
Them things.
Guy,
Simple
man.
questions, man's asking.
Relax, calm
Man's
down.
wobbling.
Wobbling, no, I'm not
Wobbling.
wobbling. You're teaching me my history.
Leave Eshu at home today, man.
Guy, man.
Leave Eshu at home.
Listen, I forgot how far I was about to say because of this guy.
About the full
You don't know what you're
Huh?
talking
The
about.
4 sons. Let's go back to the 4 sons. Right? Long story short, as we know, Somali lived among a nation. And that nation was the Ethiopians, the Berbers, and many more. We can't say the Oromos, because the Oromo come from Somalia.
No.
Oh, you want
I
to
knew
see?
that.
No. You want to see?
Hey. Them man, they said it. The oldest people, the oldest ethnic is the Oromo. So whenever we was talking earlier, I was just listening like, okay, but your Somalian brothers told us this. You get me? Remember when we was having the debate last time? Thanks.
When you speak about Oromo.
I do. I know. One sec. What is the most
And they're
basic...
not Somali tribe, they're Ethiopian.
Okay, what's the most basic place we can find history?
In Africa.
On Google. What's the most basic place that we can find? Wikipedia. Let's go to Wikipedia. And these are Oromo people writing this, I guess, right? Let's go to Wikipedia. So Oromo lineage, right? I've just done it. Oromo. Okay, relax, man. Oromo lineage.
Oromo, why you going Oromo?
I'll tell no. Somali is the father of Oromos. Oromos come from Dir.
What does Somali mean? It means Somal.
No, it doesn't. That's an Arab. That's an Arab thing. It's not. It's not. That's bullshit. That's
That's why we're
bullshit.
asking for timeline.
Remember,
That's bullshit.
we're heading
Why we're asking for timeline.
No. Let's be respectful.
Get me? Out of respect, I would like a timeline.
Some people just chatting shit, bro.
we know about tribes.
I don't know.
Remember, we're exchanging information, yeah? So it shouldn't be confrontation. You're exchanging information.
It's two Somalis, so and
no, but
he's
still.
got a conflicting narrative.
Yeah.
Saying.
Yeah, but we can...
Furthers my point.
Fucking us in Nigeria, fucking known as... I mean, like...
All right. What's the talk? What's the main guy? The father? The essence?
What is this?
Now
What is
look at that name, man. The origin, the essence of the Oromo people, where they come from. Who's that? Who's that? And then look at their lineages. And that's how they go by. You understand?
It's a bit weak still, but you know.
No, that's the most basic information we can get. Did I not say that?
Yeah, the most basic.
Right. So now we have Samalo, and then the kid. What's it called? He had this Walabu.
Who's that? Somalo is who?
Somali is Somalo is Somali. In their ways of saying Somali is Somalo.
So what
It's the same guy.
In whose ways?
Huh?
In whose ways?
Can we
In
get
whose ways?
that?
Oromos, yeah, the Oromo people, they call this man Samalo.
Can we get a date?
When,
Who are the
and we
Oromo
call
people?
it, and the Oromo people,
Okay, let
they
me read
come.
this. Let me read. What is this that you're showing me?
Wicca.
You've gone to Wikipedia.
Alright, okay, well, I've gone to Wikipedia.
List of Oromo
Please, man, be respectful. Just talk to this guy, man.
It's
I've
a back
been
and
quiet.
forth, yeah?
Come on.
Look, it's not back. I don't like back and forth. Let's have like some
Just explain
really
what you're
decent
explaining,
conversation,
bro.
right?
Get used to it.
I've said, this brother said, Oromos don't come from who?
They know.
Oh, I'm done. Wallahi, I'm done. Wallahi, billah, people.
Yeah, but internet is different from real people. You
No,
can't tell
it's not.
real,
It's
you
not
can't tell
internet.
real Somalians what they are or what they aren't, bro.
Look at this, right? Oromo have always been there. That's their fucking land.
Who did they come from?
this day.
Who's their father? Who's their father? Who's their father?
What do you mean,
Who's their father? Where did they come from?
Oromo is not a...
No,
It's not a...
where did they come from?
Oromo...
I know it's a tribe, but where did the tribe come from?
They didn't come from Somalia.
Sorry, where did the tribe? No, they don't come.
They didn't come from Somalia.
You lot are stupid. I'm not saying they come
Give
from
us
Somalia.
time.
I'm
Until
saying
you can give us a time.
I said,
You've
look,
got
the
no
name
claim.
Somali is an ancestral name. It comes from Somali.
Give us a
And
date.
Somali is
To let
also
us
the
know
father
it's
of Dir,
ancestral.
Hawiye, and many other Somali
Give
tribes.
us a
And one of them,
timeline.
including the Oromos, Somali is an ancient father. He's an ancient
What does the
father.
word Somal means? Somal.
That's bullshit. That's a bullshit
What does it
history.
mean? No.
That's
What
a
does the
bullshit.
word Somal mean?
So, what does Somal mean? So,
He
What
said
does
it's a
Somal
name.
mean?
Brother, he said it's a
Somal
name.
come from Somal.
there are some. There are
No,
some.
but what does the word
He's one of those
Somali
Arab
mean?
whitewashed people, innit? And he believes to be an Arab. And
No,
you know what they say?
Somal.
Somal comes from
Somal.
the name Go Milk. And all that bullshit. It doesn't mean because Somal means Go
That's
Milk.
where before
right?
that there was
But
no
Somali.
There was no such thing as Somalia before. We were all known by tribes. Yeah, like you said, the Hawiye tribe and this. Yeah, is when the Arabs came.
Where does Hawiye come from?
I'm talking about the word Somal. Yeah.
Go on.
You asked me the word Somal.
Yeah.
Somal means Somal, the milk. When the Arabs came, they were those are Somal people. Before we know about the Kushtis. Yeah.
Can you say that in English? What Somali means?
Somal means Go Milk. Go Milk. Somal.
No, not go milk. It can
Mal.
be getting the
No.
milk from animals basically. Yeah.
Milk account.
It's milking. Go Milk. Somal. So means go. Mal. Milk. Go on. Keep going.
Yeah. So that's where the word Somal, yeah. So if you speak to an Arab person now, he will say you're a Somal.
Yeah, he will not say to you, oh, they don't call it Somalia, they call it Somal. Yeah, so you're confused.
Please, no one interrupt because I'm giving an answer. Nobody interrupt. Beg you. Just like you're listening to him, listen to me.
Yeah,
That's what I asked.
so you're getting confused with the name Somal. You're saying Somal was like going back thousands of years. It weren't, mate.
Okay. Can I answer? Okay, but
It's a new term that came
Can I?
in the last few hundred years.
Wait, can I finish now? Can I finish? Thank you. Now everybody listen. First of all, the name, Somali. No one has the exact date, right? But some people like to predict.
Convenient.
Some people like to predict to what's it called? 3,500 years ago from now. 3,500 years ago. That's what people. That's what some people predict.
Ancient.
Now,
Ancient.
listen. That's what some people say, right? But Somali, right, is a country name. Also, Somali is an ancestral name, right? This man, known as Somali, had 9 sons, right? For example, who are the most neighboring people? Like our neighbors are the Ethiopians and the Eritreans, right? What do they call us? They don't call us Somali. They call us Somali. They do. They call us Somali. I've listened to Ethiopian historians, right? Ethiopian historians talking about the Somali ancestry, and they call us Somali, and they actually recognize that name, Somali. If you speak to an Oromo who's well known about their history, they will tell you that Oromos and Somalis are related. Oromos come from Dir.
Give us a timeline.
Dir is a father.
So if you're saying that we're related, how can you say
this is not. We're not talking about Western
so
history.
how can you say the Oromos, which are
Bro,
technically
the moment you mention the Arab, you're caught in a timeline, bro.
I'm not talking about this.
Because Arabs never existed forever, did they? Do you get what I'm saying? They came at a certain point.
They came
Do you get what I'm saying? Right. And they came as a result of mixing.
Talking about Arab.
But
You get what I'm saying?
He's negating that. He's not saying they come from the Arabs.
Bro,
but listen,
He's saying the Arab thing's not real.
person
He's saying the Arab thing's not real.
he's saying the Arab thing's not real.
Yeah.
Bro, the Arab thing's real. Because obviously the word
you have to speak
is the word Somali.
The word Somali is Somali.
They're saying it's not Somali.
Nikan lahadar. Ariga Somali of
You said
Somali.
the word, is the word, is it,
The word Somali, is it a Somali word or
Arab.
or Somali is Arab?
Arab.
So in Somali.
Somal.
right.
But in Arabic,
Okay, now we're getting a
Somal
better.
don't mean go milk.
Yeah. Somali. Yeah. They named those.
Wait.
Are you talking about the word?
Wait. No.
Christian,
I said the word Somal, the one that you're describing.
Yeah. Somal. Yeah.
Is that an Arabic word or that's Somali?
I think it's a word that was there for 50 years.
All right, now.
Yeah.
Now,
50?
now.
Bro,
now,
time is
now.
a peak for you.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
listen.
So when was the country
Aki,
named
wallahi,
Somalia?
whatever you're saying right now.
The ancestor.
When was the
first
country?
ancestor?
No.
It's
When was the
Somalia.
country? Even though the first ancestor, it took them a long time to name the country Somalia.
No.
And then we got to worry about Puntland. We got to worry about those type of things. Because that's in Somaliland. You get me? There's Somaliland and there's the land of
That's a valid
Punt.
question.
You get me?
When
Who's
did
Punt?
Somal actually start being known as Somal?
And it better not be 1967 with Siaga.
But it was 33 territories in it. Whereas the Ottoman.
Oh, see, that's what we do.
wait, for
We
example-
bring dates.
That's three
You know what I'm
territories.
saying? We give dates.
Wait.
Yeah?
Explain to three territories.
We don't talk about
Well, look,
ancient
can I
and
answer your
mystical
question?
and you
Can
get
I
me
answer your
way
question?
back in the antiquity and
Can I answer
no
your
man,
question?
give a date. Give a date.
I know you hate Somali people, but keep your hate. I know
No,
you do.
I'm
I know you
teaching.
do. I know you do. You hate my history.
I don't hate your history. I'm a
You
big
hate me,
brothers.
bro. I know that.
No, man, I got Somali
Long
family.
story
I don't like liars,
short,
that's all.
What I'm trying to say, look, what I'm trying to say
You're just misconstruing.
is that,
liars, bro.
you see,
Yeah.
Somali people, they had sultanates, right? They had sultanates and empires. A Duran Empire, Adel Empire, right? But, for example, also Ethiopia.
Sultan, did you say?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Not African.
Can I finish?
Huh?
What's that, man? What are you trying to do
Not
right
African.
now? What are you trying to do? What are you
Nowhere
trying-
else in
Now,
Africa
what are you
was
trying to do?
man sultans.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, but when we go
What
to
are
the
you trying to
Middle
do?
East,
What are you
when we
trying
go
to
to
do?
Persia,
What are you
when
trying
we
to
go
do?
to
You
Phoenicia,
think you're smart now?
we found sultans. Interesting.
Side points.
Look, Somalis had sultans and remember I said empires and sultanates. I said that clearly, clear cut, because there are different histories, different between them. If you're listening, you won't be that stupid trying to, make yourself like shit. That's not okay. No. I'm being the truth in it. Listen, Somalis had empires and sultanates, right? But the neighboring people, for example, Ethiopia, they had their empires, like the Aksum Empire, and they named their empires after their tribes. You understand? But then later on, right, Ethiopia took a, what's it called, a national name, Ethiopia. But Somalia, because the Somali people, later on, like after the wars and that. And then Somalia, right, because the Somali people were always known as Somali people. By the Ethiopians, by the Oromos, by whoever, they were known as Somali people. And wherever they inhabited was the inhabitants of Somali people. Do you understand?
Oromos are the first Somali.
And then, I didn't say they're the first Somali. Don't lie about me. They come from Somali lineage. But let me finish my point, bro. Let me talk I'm talking to my brother.
Oromo is also an Ethiopian tribe.
So what happened? Yeah. This you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to set some sort of like.
No, man, I'm telling the truth, man.
Okay, basically, they call us Somali, right? That's their name. So before the Arabs came, the Ethiopians and the other neighboring people knew us Somali because that is our tribe. That's where we come from. If that is not your lineage, for example, remember, I said the neighboring countries, they used to label their empires apart with their clan tribe or with the name of their tribe or whatever. So exactly. So the Ethiopians, Oromos, what's it called, Aramos, and all these people, they knew us as Somali people, Somali or Somali. You understand?
So how did the Oromo people end up in Ethiopia and Eritrea away from the remainder of the Somali tribe?
Right.
Because we're saying Oromo, Aslan,
That's
they come from the Somalis.
I know. Thank you. I love this brother, wallahi. Look, if you ask me questions like that, I would be happily.
No, he just said it in a nice way.
Where's the
Habesha
I'll just roast you.
Habesha different. You haven't roasted me.
I'll roast you with the facts.
You just made a fool of yourself.
No,
you haven't roasted me shit.
You just made the same point, but go on.
If you ask me a question like that and listen, and at least I'll give you some examples.
Okay.
So, bro,
You ain't giving me no dates
yet.
yet.
Your question one more time.
So I was saying, we're trying to establish that Oromo comes from Somalia, but then they ended up in parts of Ethiopia, parts of Eritrea, and they've almost become a new people. So much so that they're calling the rest of the sons Somali, but not themselves. If they come from Somalia, why are they referring to other people as Somali as if they're not themselves?
Okay, that's good. I like that question. Now the thing is this: there was a time when Islam came to what's it called, Somalia. What happened was the country divided. There was Muslims and there were Christians. And then, for example, there were the Somali Christians who were like the Oromo, basically, and the other Somali tribes who were Muslims. Now there was a war between them, right? Those Oromos who became Muslims, they stayed in Somalia and intermingled with the Somali tribes and eventually became Somali people.
Right.
And those who followed the Christian doctrine, they fled
So
Somalia.
they went into Ethiopia.
Yeah, look into the black the black jihad, something like that, or the war of the Gala war.
Right.
Look into it, you find it's about Somalia and Somali people and Oromo people. They're of the same people. Just to show you what.
When was this war?
So, anyways, look into it. I'll provide you the names and everything. Just look into it. The history's out there. Don't ask me shit. Now, that's how they were pushed to Ethiopia. Now, the Somali inhabitants, for example, let me show you a Somali map. Somalia is not just that little thing that you see. Half of Ethiopia are inhabited by Somali people. For example,
the
Ogaden region.
Right. But then they're asking Somali anyway,
Basically, a quarter of northern Kenya, Somali people. You understand? Also, we have what's it called? A whole Somali lineage that reside in Yemen, like massive people. A quarter of Yemenis, maybe. You understand? So now, when we talk about Somali, it's not something that came yesterday, right? If you have people we have Somali tribes, a massive tribe in Oman. They're actually saying that we come from Somali. We have Somalis that come from Dir or Darod in Yemen, in what's it called, Ethiopia. So in Kenya, in all our neighboring countries. Now you're telling me the Somali people came yesterday, or the name Somali, it's a Somal name? It does not make sense.
Okay.
You get me? This, wallahi akhi, if for example, you're telling me, for example, look, this is how it looks.
Have you finished?
Well, wait, let me see one more point. I'm gonna answer my brother. Imagine this, yeah? Some Arabs come to you and they bring in, like, they teach you about the deen, yeah? And they tell you, Somal, like, go get me milk. Are you a servant to the Arab, or what is going on right here? Go get me milk. You see, this is an Arab doctrine to make Somali people a bit. You get me?
That's not what I said.
Aki, Somali, look, the land of the Buen. Look, Buen. Have you heard of Buen? The kingdom of Buen. Right, we had a long lineage of queens. I say, but in Somali, in English, it's king, innit? But anyways, long story short, Somali is huge. It's not yesterday. Go on, bro. Listen.
Have you done a DNA for yourself?
Huh?
Have you conducted a DNA for yourself?
I did.
What can you break down? What is your
This is Somali.
briefly? If
All right, my what's it called? Y chromosome is 98% Somali. 98%, and the rest of other percentages. Wait, huh?
What's your weight? What are the 2%?
Wait, and the rest. Wait, I'm 98% Somali. You understand? But that's just like, you understand? Like my dad, my lineage, my father. There's paternal and maternal, isn't it? And on my mother's side, right, I've got a percentage of like North Africa. I've got a percentage of parts of Yemen. You know what I mean? Different bits and parts. You understand? Berber here and there, right? That's my father's side.
if I got my proper DNA, I'll probably know. I probably have.
You know Berbers are not Africans. You know that, eh? Not original Africans. Again, they're a bit like you.
They're not. They are original Africans. If you're talking about the light-skinned Berbers, then that light skin came recently. We know.
Right.
Exactly. But the original, I've got pictures of. If you go to the deep into the Sahara Desert,
So when I'm saying you're looking at original Somali. When I'm saying you're looking at original
you're not
Somali.
Shut up, man.
How did we go from? Hold on. How did we go from? Hold on.
Aborigines. Oh, you're talking about hair. You're talking about hair.
How did we go from the property?
Okay.
How do we go from this?
Okay. Okay.
Wait, but that's you gotta say no.
It's not. But listen to this, yeah? Do you guys know about the Aborigines?
Yeah.
The Aborigines, they are dark, right? And they look more like Africans.
Okay.
But have you looked at their hair? They have never mixed.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said
never mixed.
that. Because the word Aboriginal means sub-original. Means you're not the first. You know what I'm saying? That means you're mixed. The first mixed race Africans are Aboriginal. Bow.
I didn't know that. No.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
You learn something new every day. But since I'm the father of civilization, you're going to get that Delil. You get me? You're going to get that Delil.
Listen.
You get me?
Listen.
Now, this Phoenician, yeah, and Phoenicians are Africans, yeah, but they're Asian Africans. You see, Asia's not far.
Where's Phoenicia located in Africa?
No, it's Middle East.
Okay.
Up past Syria. It's Syria now. You understand? These Syrians, you know what I'm saying? These black Syrians from back in the day, you know the one that the man kicked into the Sparta! Yeah. Them niggas got on boats, yeah, and landed on the East Coast. Because, you see, the funny thing is, the kingdom of Ethiopia, or Axum and blah, 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 if you're a king or you're a kingdom, you're known for your coast. You have to be able to send out boats and ships.
Are you saying
now this little piece on the side, what they call it Somaliland, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense.
Wow. See,
according to the history. You understand? Of the region and the faith.
Give me dates. Give me dates.
Those Axum man ran the whole thing.
It's their country.
He was talking about dates, right? He was talking about dates and time. Give me dates and time. What are you talking about?
Better dates.
Give me right now. I want to have it now.
Delil time.
No. Give it to me.
Delil time. Let me give you the first.
Somali, yeah? Tell me.
According to what your brother
say. Not what you think. What you know. Tell me what you know.
What your brother say, yeah?
Not what my brother say. What you say.
The actual region.
No.
The actual region being called.
How are you telling me what my brother thinks? I want to know what you think about Somalia. That's how. I am controlling it because that's what he was doing. But anyways, look. Tell me exact dates when Somali people never inhabited in Somalia.
No.
What do you mean now? Because that's what he said. That's the claim he made, and he's not making it. How are you going to tell me Somalia was Ethiopia? Ethiopians come from upper north, and you're telling me they come from the east? What's going on about, man? Talk, innit?
Anyway. do Somalis say that they were seafaring people at one stage?
Forget about what we say. What do you know? Don't know. I'm not asking the question.
Just a yes or no
I know what I
Yes or no.
think. I know what I know. Tell me what you think about Somali history.
To be nomadic,
At the end
and
of
then
the
going
day-
from
at
that
the end
to
of the day-
nomadic,
at the end of
right?
the day, he knows
Which we
everything.
understand why the cows and the milk and the Somali. Yeah,
bullshit.
we understand that.
It's all bullshit,
You
bro.
understand?
It's not- you think that's true?
later.
That's the lie.
That's the second phase.
What, you think that's a real thing then?
Second phase. No, I think it's real thing.
Oh, okay.
Second phase.
Because it's supposed to
Get
argue.
me?
Give me
Man
the-
said there's 100 words for camel.
Give me a date. Can you
it's
give
what
me?
it is, isn't it?
Can you give me a date?
Yeah?
Can you give me a
So,
date?
anyway.
Can you give me time? Give me date. Give me time. Give
Once
me
we
date.
say,
No,
remember
no, no.
what we say.
Not once.
Once we say
Date
Arab.
and time. Do you
Once
have
we
date and
say
time?
Arab.
Do you have date?
Yeah?
Okay, Arab. What date and time? Give me date and time.
Arab.
You know
What
Somali
is an
history.
Arab?
No, no. You know so
Go
much
on.
history. No, you
Yes,
know.
I do,
You know
I
so
do,
much
I
history.
do, I
Wait,
do.
you know about
I do.
Somali history so much. You're the man. You are the
You have Indian
whatever.
words in your language.
Anyways, so what? We control
What
the
are you trying
Indian
to say with the
Ocean.
Indian words, though?
Aki, we control the Indian Ocean. Listen, research that Duran Empire from the starting today.
You heard it.
Wait,
We controlled
we
the
control.
Indian Ocean.
We govern
So
the
they're
Maldives.
seafaring.
We govern.
So I never
Listen.
made an inconsistency.
That's
I'm just saying what Somali
Somali
say.
ports and the shit.
I know,
But this
I know,
Somali,
but he's talking about.
I don't know. This is new age Somali.
talking
Google
about-
Somali.
He's talking
Google.
about. Google.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
But you know so much. You know about Somali history.
Wikamali.
Tell me about Somali history.
Hold on, what's
Wikamali.
because they are
Hey,
Cushitic,
before
yeah?
1960, man, we're not talking nothing, bro.
But wait, what are you saying? Somalis aren't Cushitic, they're Phoenician. 'Cause Are they not Cushites?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what,
So
Cushites-
Where'd you get
they don't
Phoenician from?
the word Phoenicia
yeah.
means extra black, that shiny black, which is the same thing.
Okay.
Which is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? From the word Phoenicia,
Anyway,
which
listen.
means like black, like his jacket.
Okay, whatever that is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know about Somali history.
Now look, you know what I'm saying?
Issa, he
But
made a
obviously,
claim.
if you start mixing with
He-
other
he-
man,
he made a claim.
the
He made a
Indian
claim.
man,
He said
Yemen man,
Somali
all of these.
people were never there. I want to know the part when Somali people were
never
not
said
there.
that.
That's what you
Did
said.
I say that?
It's on camera.
You said,
It's on camera.
they
migrated.
came there. Yeah, they migrated. Yeah.
Where? Give me a date. Give me a time.
But you're seafaring.
But give me a date and time.
So you must have landed at some point
I wanna-
and then chased the
you was
farmers.
asking me. You was asking me date and time. Give me date and time.
Are you mad? Are
Give
you
me a
crazy?
date and time. Give a date and
To
time.
have a land, that means you settled. To say Somali, this is Somaliland. This is the land of Punt. You settled. But before that, you were seafaring. Cool.
So seafarers don't live in the land. They don't have a land.
Bro, it shows
No,
you
but what
came
I'm saying
from
is, so
somewhere.
that was a migration pattern.
Yeah, they're not original.
And I've heard it said that Somalis are nomadic.
At some point, I want to have a normal, fruitful discussion.
We're migrational too.
My
We're
guy here
nomadic
was talking
too.
about Somali people were not
We
there.
keep moving
there was
too.
this, there was that.
You keep moving
At the same
too.
time,
You keep moving too. You can never say that no one in Africa, where they are, is originally from where they're from. That is retarded. That's not even an African concept. It's so silly. You know what I'm saying?
He made a claim.
Come on, bro. Come on. Come on.
Wait, but it's first time moved as well.
We need to end this African beef now. We need to end it.
How are you going to end it when you're talking like that? Unless you come to
We
me.
need to stop it.
Talk to me like Eesa's
Guy,
talking to me,
African.
and then I'll be able to talk to you. You're not talking people. Listen.
Come on.
This man, yeah?
Come on.
He said that Somali people, they came from elsewhere, not Somalia.
Right.
And he talked about Ethiopia being called the whole nation. And I'm asking him, is the Somali people and the Ethiopian, the Habasha, the Tigray, the Grenya, they don't come from the same lineage, they don't come from the same roots, yeah?
Sorry, bro.
How? It's dripping. I think the rain is stopped. You get me? They don't come from the same lineage, same roots. How are you going to tell me? And by the way, half of Ethiopia is populated by Somali people, yeah? Then how are you going to tell me that, oh, well, you know what, the whole place is called Ethiopia, the whole place is Abyssinia, or they all come from Abyssinia. What you're lacking is that people come from different roots and different lineages. Somali people, you never said that, bro.
Within Somalia, I said that, yes.
But for all though,
Not everybody can come from the same lineage.
Well,
and
yeah.
I do claim that some Somali brothers
Can you
claim
smoke that
that
also?
the father
Some
of
hit me,
Somali,
hit
this individual, he doesn't have that name Somali. You know what I'm saying? He has some other name. You know what I'm saying? I looked it up, and this guy came from the Middle East, into that region and took 4 wives. And they were Ethiopian.
that was the other
They were
one, narrative,
Ethiopian, so
innit?
you need Ethiopian to make Somali, it seems.
Hold on though, but if he's Arab, how would he have
Yeah.
settled and formed his
Right.
own tribe, on the land of another
It doesn't make
kingdom.
sense. It doesn't make sense.
The kingdom would have obviously, like, when someone comes onto your land and settles on your land, there's going to be some sort of a beef. What I'm saying is, where is the start of this beef here between Ethiopians and Somalia and his children? I'm saying it does sound, for me. I can buy that they've been there for a long time. But I do believe there's a nomadic element to it. Indeed. As in, they started off in one region and moved and settled to a place where there may have been no people there, and there may have been some people there, but a place where they could thrive, they could graze, do all the stuff with the cows and whatever. But
look, original.
Yeah. So
this guy said he's Oromo, man.
Yeah? Oromo. Go on, sorry, brother.
Do we have any historical evidence to show that the Phoenicians came down into that region, that east, the Horn, and fought people that were there because otherwise Ethiopia would have had that coast, didn't it?
I wouldn't say they would have fought because they're all the same people.
Okay, if you go back to the history of Ethiopia,
they're all the same people.
Okay, if
they're Cushitic people
back,
in Phoenicia, and they're Cushitic people in
the
Ethiopia.
You're saying they're Cushitic people.
India.
The word Phoenicia just means that black, that shiny black. We can't get black like that, but they, Indian man can, and some of these.
Trying to bring you back to the Indians.
No, but you look like you're from Malaysia.
Listen.
What?
Like Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, sorry, Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
The
thing is this, can I talk now? You finished, you laughed, you did everything.
Yeah.
Show some respect.
Cool. Pause.
All right.
We'll pause on this.
All right. You asked. What was the question you asked again? How?
I was just asking in respect to like the migration pattern, like Somal. Where was he? What was he born? Did he move to the region on his own solely with the women that he was with?
Was it
or was the area already inhabited? Because going on, I don't know, like it's just, for me, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around going to a place that may have already previously been occupied, setting up a big tribe that flourished into however many Somali people there are, and having a lack of conflict. So I'm just trying to navigate that. I don't really have a question. It's just...
The thing is this.
I want to say, before European intervention,
Maku,
we're not going to get no Eritrea.
Maku, you're not being fair.
There's gonna.
Maku.
I mean, we can pull up a map and show the kingdom of Axum, and it will encompass.
So you're saying that inclusive of all of them, then?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we
Would
have
you disagree to that?
I do. Massively.
I'll say I understand your disagreement, but unless you bring a timeline and some dates, you get what I'm saying? It's going to be very difficult to. You get me? Of both of us to prove our points. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mine's more based in logic, in the sense of historical events and things that happen at certain times. You get what I'm saying? But as far as most of my Somali brothers say, they say, look, when in 1960, when they became a country or a nation or a federation or whatever, that's when the Somali word because some don't accept it.
But then this thing of the patriarch of their community being an Arab,
right.
It's kind of dubious and questionable. Like,
Not really. If you believe that some tribes could have that, and then some tribes could say they're descendants of the Prophet, and some tribes could be from the Oromo, and some tribes could be from the Bantu. And you get me? I can agree to that.
There are some Canaanites, who just happen to have,
not going to make a whole country.
to have an Arab father, but yet they say we are Asharaf, meaning we come from the Prophet's family. There are countless of people in Africa who claim that. You understand? But when we look into the Somali genealogy and we follow the Somali genealogy, for example, Darod, which is the route I come from, and Isaac, which is the north side. Anyway, Darod and Isaac lived in the north anyways. These two, some people might say they are Hashemites, but the majority of the Somali people, like those who know about their lineage, they will tell you Darod and Isaac, for example, Darod married a wife of Dir, a woman who was Dir.
Intermarried.
Yeah, Darod married a Dir, and Isaac is from Dir.
Okay.
You understand?
Right, cool.
Isaac is a son of Dir, but Darod came later. Darod is a mix of, I don't know where it is, but Darod is basically, you understand? Anyways,
Darod married from, they're two sons, innit? So from their progeny, two of them intermarried, you're saying?
Okay, basically it's how it is. There's Somali. And then Somali comes Sab, Harti, Darod.
Yeah, who are the wives of the 4 kids? Who are the wives?
Okay, we'll get to the wives. The wives obviously were the people that were inhabiting there. I don't know who they were, right? So within these lineages, for the end of the day, but if you want to count lineage, you go back to father, for example, my father, his father, that's how lineage goes.
It doesn't work like that though.
There's wives that don't men in the tribes.
In their society, it's patrilineal, isn't it?
No, but
In science and thing, it's just mitochondrial DNA. The woman is important. That's why we ask for women.
he's saying,
you know what I'm saying?
He's saying a man came in a region where there's only women there.
Right.
Married 4 women. Where were the men? No, only women there. No, no men there.
If you let me talk, I would explain. Can I talk? Because you lot being,
You've had time still.
What do you mean time?
You've had time to bring up the sisters.
Right now you're talking.
You need to bring up the women.
Right now you're talking.
You need to give us some dates.
But right now you're talking. Right now you're talking.
It's not helping. I want to know where this. I don't know what his name is. Abdul Samal. I don't know.
Why are you? Because you don't know.
There's no full name for him.
That's good for you.
It's
You
sounding
don't
a
know.
bit
Keep
weird.
it like that. It's not good for you.
Nah,
Don't learn because it's not your history.
That's not fair, bro.
It does not
That's not
concern
fair.
you.
It's not fair.
It's not yours.
Because the Somali brothers who gave me the history of this individual gave me the name. So when I looked up the name,
Well,
then
I don't
read
even
the
know
history,
why the hell
you know what
I'm
saying?
debating
And realised how
about
many.
Somali history to a non-Somali. It just doesn't. I feel stupid right now. I swear, man.
Sounds like racism, though.
Hey,
Sounds
bro,
like
can you stop blowing that, bro?
Sounds like racism.
I'm getting high right now for no fucking reason.
I said okay.
Fucking up, man. Allow that, bro. At least have some respect and don't blow on people.
For who?
Huh?
Do you have respect for me?
No, you are smoking in front of me. You know I don't smoke. Why are you smoking in front of me? I'm literally taking a second thing. Relax, man.
Relax. Yeah, so go on, you were saying.
We'll talk though. We're still on this topic for a while still, man.
But how am I?
Give you the last word,
until today, since I started until now, this guy raised so many points. I didn't answer none of them because he wouldn't give me the time.
No, it's fine. It's not something that could be done necessarily.
Smoking, but not going crazy.
Oh no, wait. It's not something necessarily could be done in one day.
See, people like this.
That we would have to go home and research.
Why do you want to dictate the conversation?
No, I'm just saying, because of the experience I've been with, like when we first had the first couple Somali corners, right? Man had to do research. Man got Delil in the comment section. You get what I'm saying? If I was wrong or whoever was wrong, or this E1B1 thing, now he's flipped it to something else. You know what I'm saying? It's not E1B1 no more. You know what I'm saying? Even none of those terms actually exist.
EB1,
you know
that's M35, that's M38, that's M78.
All of that.
The same shit.
No sense.
It's the same shit, just in different numbers.
Okay. Makes no sense. Because they'll tell you,
it's the same thing.
They'll tell you Africans' genes are so diluted. You're like, we're so mixed within the continent.
What's African
It's
genes?
impossible to say that, narrow it down, you're Somali. No, it's not going to be like that.
What do you know about
You're going to find other tribes and things in your DNA breakdown.
Tell me, what do you know about Somali?
It must be possible.
What do you know about Somali?
Not much.
Tell
I just
me.
know that
from what you heard from people,
they oppose their Ethiopian
you
cousins.
chats to little kids, and they come to you from what you heard from kids. And that's silly.
That's the only way he's going to know, because you know what you just said a couple of minutes ago. You said, what's the point of discussing Somalian history? People that are not Somalians. So that's why we know little. So this is why you have to talk
for example,
about
look,
But
I
you're being
study.
defensive, bro. That's the problem.
Bro, look, me, I study.
And you're bringing a new narrative
I'm
that some
studying,
Somalians have.
and what I say, it comes with. I've got all the papers on my phone.
Yeah.
No dates, no delay.
With the dates,
You can't come at man. It's his lineage though, isn't it? So like, you have to be respectful of his fact.
And I said from the beginning, my history was taught to me through oral tradition.
Cool.
And I know from my father to my father, and I know where they all come from. And our history and how we come from, pharaohs and all this shit, right? So specifically, my mum and dad will not, or any other most of Somali people will not give you dates and time, but they will tell you, for example, I don't know when a certain guy from my lineage, right? Let's say my great grandfather, the 10th grandfather, I don't know what age or what
You know
year
what though?
he lived.
You should have just said that from the start. It's oral. Because
what I said.
I'd rather tell man there's oral
That's what I said, though.
I don't know.
And that's the thing.
Yeah, you won't get books.
That's what I said earlier. I made it clear.
But that's not to do with the history though of the country.
But that's of course it is.
You're not getting historians in the
No,
tribes.
I'm saying like with your family lineage, I could understand that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But with the history of your country, no, hell no. There's got to be a root source. Nigeria have history.
You asked me, for example, you said,
where it starts,
you can ask me a question.
migrating
you know
from one place to another. That's it.
And from what
You know
I say,
then
if you
before
go
that you
online,
have to go and find
you
that
can
other
find it.
history
If
in
it's
that
findable,
region
you
when you was
can
there.
find the
Do
lecture,
you
you
know
can say what I say.
So,
But if people tell you about Somal and all this shit, or some Somali history, that's like just mythical story, right? Or you try to search it, you can't find it. It's bullshit.
And that's understandable.
You understand?
But what I'm trying to hit on is that before you said, what's the point of discussing with people that are non-Somalian about Somali history?
Do you know why I said
and then
that?
after you went on and said, what do we know about Somalia? All we know about Somalia is that Somalians are in Africa.
Bro, do you know why I said
and
that?
they're supposed to be our brothers.
I know we are, but you know why I said that, bro? You know why I said
Go on,
that?
tell him.
Maku comes to me.
Hey.
One sec.
Go on.
Maku came to me, right, trying to teach me my history, trying to tell me about my people. When I said, what do you know about my people? He said, like I heard from your friends or from other people. Why are you gonna tell me what you heard from other people? Tell me what you read.
He's my people.
I read this.
But from other Somalis.
If you came to me, I'll be like, okay, who's Somali? I'll give you pages. I'll give you papers. I'll give you mandates. I'll give you this. But if you tell me about what you heard from other people, what is that?
What is he saying?
You said it's an oral tradition.
He part of us as well, bro.
You said it's an oral tradition. And that's what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Orally, Somalians were talking in my ear saying this guy's talking a lot of crap.
Seriously though, yeah.
Love.
You see the four sons?
No, true though.
I'm clear on the four sons, yeah. Where my mind was at as soon as you said that was what happened with the other five.
Right.
And how can we negate those other five? If I came and said, yeah, I have right to Somali, I said I'm from one of the 5 lost tribes. How do we ascertain, whether my trait?
So what you
is
do,
raw
if you come to Somalia and you say you are from the lineage of Somalia and you're a Somali, you have to provide at least 10 known fathers of your lineage.
But they're lost. Not from the 4, from the 5 that have been lost.
The bigger tribe, the 5.
Remember we ducked out.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
We went about our business.
But if you said I am part of this tribe, at least you have to mention some names or show some, for example, be like, I am Darod, I come from this, I come from that, or I come from, just show some names. Names is the ones that will take you back, that would accept you.
If you're the first 5 who were lost, we won't know that one.
For example,
you're describing a family and not a nation of people.
That's what I mean. And not even a family because there's no first name.
He said one man went to an area, he had 4 wives.
Not Abdul Samal.
4 wives,
What's his name is Somali.
He said the Somali guy went to the area.
So you never had surnames, you just had one name.
Of these people, who are the names
how
of
you lot do.
For example, what's my
I
name?
don't think they captured that.
Right?
Because it's more of a
Yeah, but you have surnames.
If I marry a wife and I have a big family, my family will be the Khalids. You understand? So
that's what you're saying. You only got one
our
name.
thing is matrilineal, isn't it?
You haven't. You just said you had.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, for example, I'm trying to
He's acting like he's got one name.
Can you answer that? Can you answer that question again?
What I'm saying is, you're saying this guy named Somali. If we got a name like a forename, I don't know if it works like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That might be his forename.
Yeah, it could be his forename, it could be his surname, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it never worked like that. He's trying to explain to me maybe it might be just like if he had would you say if you got married to someone?
For example, if I had a big family, and let's just say the whole family will be, my name is Khalid. The family will be like the Khalids. These are the Khalids. They won't be the Khalid Aidens and they won't give them a full name. They'll be like the Khalids. So the same with Somali is the main guy. So we are Somalis.
Right.
The Somalis.
Oh yeah, so you attribute yourself to some.
But who's the guy though? What's his name?
Somali is a family.
That's the guy's name, Somali.
All Somali is a family.
Huh?
Okay.
Somali is related.
Who Somali is related to?
All Somalis are related. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
So one father.
That's what I said. From one lineage. I've got the papers. I've got the documents.
That's interesting because
I'll bring it back again if you guys want to see. I'll bring it back to you.
No, just maybe.
I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back.
Maybe 4 sons, 4 tribes. And they 4 tribes in Somalia.
Oh no, hey, Aki, trust me, my mind just went now, and I'm not even trying to get at you.
Say what you
listen,
say.
if there's the 4 sons, that we know, in order for them not to be incestuous, they would have had to marry from outside of them.
Right.
Well, I never said. I have never. Since you asked me that question earlier, I didn't get the chance to answer.
Okay.
He was waffling the whole time. I didn't say a word until now.
Go on there and make a chance now.
Right? But if I talk, I don't want people talking over me because I don't respect that shit.
True.
You understand?
I hear you.
Okay. Okay, please, man. I beg you, just go on the other side. Man. Fuck this shit, man. I'm so disrespectful, bro. But you can't be. I feel high right now, man, for no reason. Okay, let's go back to the conversation. Somali. He lived among a community of people, right? We don't know what people they were, but they were African people who lived in Africa. It was among that nation, right? Mostly from Egypt. You understand? So, long story short, he married one of those women among that nation.
Well, the thing is.
Wait, man. Wait. He married.
First 20.
He married. See what I mean?
That's all right. Don't worry.
Well, let me finish.
See what I mean? I'm not finishing. Like, I can't even say something.
I remember you were first 20, weren't you?
Huh?
Remember first 20?
No, I wasn't here. Listen.
Go on, I'm listening.
This guy, man. Listen. Anyways, there were women there. Women, so on and so forth. Obviously, he married from that nation. He had kids, 9 sons. And those 9 sons married what? Are you guys even listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Those sons also married the women from that nation. But still, whatever kids they give birth to, who did it count back those kids?
You're going to have the chromosomes that go back to the father.
Thank you.
Okay.
The family goes big. For example, in Somalia, there's a tradition. I'm able to marry, a woman from my tribe. Let's just say.
Why have we isolated the Somali family as being the only ones that had that genetic trait?
I know.
Because we're not counting the female genetic. We're only counting the male genetic.
But you can do that.
You can't do that.
You can do that to anyone.
They isolated.
You can do that to anyone.
There were other men, other families that obviously did their thing and contributed to they're all from the same place.
So we're saying those females would have been in
Not
that
even
land.
just the
They would have made
other
up
men.
what Somali became. They would have contributed to it. Men and women.
At the minute,
there would have been
like
men
an
and women
story where the
mating amongst
Somals
themselves.
were the only men
out of
around,
Somalia.
and they. Like,
I didn't say they were the only men.
But
You guys said they were the only men.
other
around.
people,
Couldn't have been
there are
Africa.
other men that carried the same traits, because they were from the same region, also would have contributed.
Well, these women that married them, remember the women have mother and father. Those are men in their
Were
family.
they the only
So,
ones doing that?
so when, for example, when the family got bigger,
Selfish.
let's
So
just say,
women come from honest women.
there's a tradition that a Somali guy or girl can marry her cousin. Right? It's a tradition. It's an African tradition. What you can run away or not.
That's fine.
That's an African tradition.
That's all over Africa. You marry your cousin.
You can marry your cousin. It's African. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
What?
I know you're
Sorry, what'd you say?
Whatever it is.
Sorry, what'd you
But
say?
anyways,
In my
like I
country,
said,
that's Adi. Like cousins marry each other. In my country.
anyways,
Go through.
they married.
Distant cousins marry each other.
No.
I don't know about no
Wait,
close.
they married.
Second cousin, first cousin. Fuck that. No, hell no.
In Ghana,
Forget it.
it's nothing.
Anyways, long story short,
Stuff
my
for a laugh
point.
for
I'm
that.
trying to make my point. I'm trying to.
Go on, anyway.
You don't know nothing about.
You
South
marry your
Africa,
cousins.
but
Go on.
Anyways, they married. That's how the marriage
How
started.
about my grandparents were cousins? So that's Ghana. That's West Africa. That's Ashanti, man.
I bet it's distant cousins though.
No, they were distant still. Same village, same. They can't be that distant.
A little bit distant still.
But anyways,
Might
long
be a
story
little bit
short,
distant. Like, not
after the
like-
family got bigger,
Yeah, like.
and there was a lot of sons of females of Somalia.
I'm not agreeing.
They
I'm not
married.
agreeing. Yeah,
You
go on.
understand? When it was a big family, remember, 9 sons or 4 sons, they had many wives. Each of them had 4 or 5 wives. There was no deen that time. Any man could marry as many wives as they wanted. There were a lot of kids. And some
there
of the
other
kids
men though as well?
would
Were
marry.
there other
But they
men there
intermarried, that's my point.
Bro,
They intermarried.
Intermarry. If we don't, we can't identify the tribe of
other
the
families
females.
that were also contributing to the population.
Females, yes. Females, yes.
So then, when we say we all come back to one father, it's again incorrect because there could be many fathers that share the same genetic traits,
Okay.
just like there is today.
For example, look, we're talking about Somalia. We're not talking about anything beyond
Yeah,
Somalia.
Somalis now,
Because
you lot share.
Somalia, anyway,
All
Somalia does come from someone,
all
right?
Somalis share the
Somalia
same
does
genetic
have a
trait,
lineage,
yeah?
right?
All Somalis share the same genetic trait, is what you said earlier. Yeah?
What you said.
Okay, cool.
Which
So
is not
therefore,
necessarily true, Carl.
It'd be like saying Khalid, because we start at you, you are the father of Somalis. But there's no evidence
Does the
that's
Y
silly,
chromosome
because other
change?
people-
Can anyone tell me that? Does the Y chromosome change?
Why?
The chromosome won't change, but when they talk about phenotype, yeah.
We're not talking about female, we're talking about male.
But remember this conversation started off with me
But a
saying
male can be
I went to
gay,
the-
a male can
this-
die,
this-
go
I'm
to
talking
war
about
and
your
die. What do you
children. When
mean?
you have children, that lineage, that Y chromosome.
I have children.
Remember this thing, Aki. Remember this thing.
I said, when you marry and you get kids, I know you know.
With who?
You're trying to make
Everlas,
fun.
remember this
Let's
thing?
say
With
you
who?
married- Let's say you married and you had
With
kids.
who?
Those kids will carry your chromosomes.
With who?
And those kids will carry your chromosomes. The
With
white
who?
chromosomes.
Okay, but-
What are you on about, man?
Half of my chromosomes, but yeah, with who?
All of them.
With
What
a
do you mean,
woman.
man? This guy, man.
With another woman
Everlas, what I
from
was trying to say
another
is,
tribe or
remember this whole
something.
started
Come
with
on,
me saying, yeah.
You just talk about man.
But still, the female chromosome disappears
And genetically,
in time.
you can't talk about
It does
chromosomes
disappear
and
in
get it
time.
wrong.
The Y chromosome stays. The Y chromosome does stay.
Stay where?
The female does disappear in
Let's
time.
say chromosome wise. That's cool. But remember this
If we go into chromosomes,
this whole
you're
thing
gonna get
started.
ass whooped.
This whole thing.
Get me?
Since you know everything,
cool.
tell me.
This whole thing started.
Get your ass
Listen,
in. Tell me about,
X,
first of all,
Everlas.
tell
And
me
Y.
about Somali history.
X and Y.
This thing,
Yeah?
this
Women is 2X, man is 1X,
1-1.
One Y.
One
Something
Y.
missing.
You get what I'm saying? So
Something missing.
it's not perfect, bro. That, boom, take one off, yeah, now you got a Y. You know what I'm saying? It was an X. You know what I'm saying?
know
That's
about
why you have breasts.
I don't know about
Oh, no, wait,
imperfection.
one second.
Yeah, that's
That's
why
why you have breasts.
Listen.
That's why you have breasts, but you don't give milk.
Why are you
know what I'm
acting
saying?
stupid?
But you don't have a womb.
Why are you acting stupid?
No.
Listen, I am talking
Womb
about.
man.
No.
Yeah, you take the womb away, it's a man. Okay, cool. No
that's
problem.
basic.
Yeah,
What I'm telling you, Maku, you acting like you
hold
know
on 1
everything.
second. But
What
the
I'm telling-
genes have changed.
Oh.
The genes have changed. The mitochondrial DNA is with the female. So this is why.
So you're telling me the Y comes of the male
This
changes?
is why the man thing don't matter.
It does.
Don't matter.
It does.
Six
It's
generations.
both,
Hold on, one
both of them
second.
could
One
have
Wallahi,
second,
you know,
one
I thought this guy
Six
knew. Wallahi, I
generations.
thought he was
Max.
smart, but he's not.
Yeah?
Wallahi,
Six
he's not.
generations. Max you can get for a man. 6 generations. One man. 6 generations. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can do that. Right? But with the woman, it's non-change. It's continuous from the first woman to
Because
now.
I don't know about human history. You know, the woman DNA, not the
It's
male.
the woman DNA that
Oh,
can
so-
trace
wait,
every
wait, wait,
woman
so
back to one
then-
woman.
That's a lie.
You can't do that with a
that's
male.
a plain.
So
That's
like
a plain
every
lie.
woman born is a copy, every man born is a one-off special. Plain and simple. That's it.
That's a plain lie.
I don't know
But
about
then when we go into the
100%
mitochondrial, when
That's-
people start looking it up and say this guy is crazy,
Nah.
you know what I'm saying? You like a Hebrew Israelite talking about
Okay.
I am what my father is. That's dumb.
Okay, listen.
With your mama features.
See, the thing is this,
Mad.
No. You don't know what you're talking about. 100%.
I know, I do.
You don't. You're the one that says
Because
that
there's
the
no
female-
one here
Well, you're
who
telling me-
looks like
wait, you're
a
telling me the
man.
female-
You know what I'm saying? We all got feminine features like our mother, and you get me? Women and our families, that's why you got soft
Oh, you
features.
you look like a woman.
You know what I'm
Thank you. You look like a woman.
You see a man,
You are the
he's
most
got ridge.
ugliest woman
You
I've
know
seen
what
in my
man's got
life.
ridge and like, right, there's not much women in your gene pool. Yeah, we see men like that. But you, as an African, no, bro. It's feminine, it's all, look at
You are feminine.
Oh,
Listen. This guy is talking some gay shit. Listen right now.
It's not gay, bro.
What I'm talking
Gay is
about.
men and women.
Anyways,
You
what
don't
I'm
gay shit.
saying
Gay is when you dye your hair blonde, fam.
Fuck it, bro. Listen. What I'm saying is this: the Y chromosome of the male part does not change. Get that in your head.
That's true.
You only trace the.
When say
the
gay
male-
and he's a poet. Come on.
I'm a poet.
What's wrong with
Poetry is hikmah. It's hikmah.
What's wrong with being a poet, bro?
It's hikmah, bro.
Oh, that's manly, innit? Yeah. I'm gonna mash you up with some poetry, boy. You know what I'm saying? Really? Anyway, come on,
This man
continue.
some bars,
continue.
you know?
Gay joke. Alright, some gay joke.
Okay.
Is that-
Poetry's
is
not
that-
gay,
is
I
that-
know.
is that how
It's not
desperate
gay.
you are right
No,
now?
poetry's not gay.
You're literally dissing art. You're literally dissing art. Like, how can you diss art? And by the way, it's hikmah. The Prophet ﷺ said, a man of poetry is a man
Oh,
of
now
hikmah.
you're drawing for the Prophet?
What are you on about?
I know, what do you
What
mean
are you on
by
about?
the
Wallahi, I
420
didn't want to be a poet
He's a
until I
good
read
poet.
that.
This guy,
420
this guy's
This
not
guy,
Muslim.
420
you don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Muslim.
You don't know what you're talking about.
420 has some good poetry. 420.
That's
420 he has some good
I
poetry.
swear he's the only Somali brother I knew who wasn't a Muslim.
Remember,
Now you're Muslim.
Am I Muslim?
He's been a Muslim, bro.
I didn't know
At
that.
420 he done a good poetry though.
Well, like, right now, this guy's.
Don't let me hang. Don't let me hanging, bro.
You two, what?
said he was right.
You two are getting desperate.
Orthodox.
You know what I mean? You're getting so desperate.
Orthodox Somali.
You don't let me hanging, bro.
today, bro.
He's telling man about the smoke.
What smoke?
He's thinking, right, you didn't mind the
You
smoke.
think I
at
smoked?
420.
Why you 420
You didn't
high,
mind the
it's too
smoke.
high,
You
it's
didn't
too
mind the
high.
smoke
Why you
at
420 though?
It's too high.
At
Why you
420,
420?
at 420 the
He
smoke
was
was
vaping,
full.
innit?
No, I didn't smoke.
Why
I
you 420?
There was no
vaping,
smoke
yeah.
around you
No,
though.
I came to get some girls, man.
No, 420 right in the middle, yeah?
But I didn't smoke. I
man
don't
was
smoke. I
vaping,
don't
yeah.
drink. I don't smoke.
Huh?
That's something I don't do, bro.
Hugging man.
Yourself up, bro. You should have kept quiet.
420, yeah? You can see the smoke in the air.
That's how desperate. That's how desperate.
No,
they
you were
got.
there, bro.
That's how desperate they are.
You were there. You were
I mean,
desperate.
they couldn't say anything about Somalia, Somali
No, you
people,
were thinking
Somali
just for
lineage,
you,
about me,
no
anything.
answer.
Now they're talking about some distant shit that
You
doesn't
push
even
it up.
exist.
You push it up.
I didn't bring it
Chad.
up.
I was smoking.
Bro,
You were
Have you ever
smoking.
eaten
You
Chad?
smoking
You
in
guys 420,
Have you
don't make
ever
sense.
eaten
I
Chad?
didn't go to 420. When did I go? When did I go to 420?
Have you ever eaten
This
Chad?
guy's been, he's been
Yo,
smoking so
you
many
want to
joints.
do?
He's so high right now.
Don't you do?
What did he? Show me did it. What did he do?
You was at 420. You, Scorpion, and who else?
Yeah, you're all there, bro. Come on.
Yeah, man, you were at 420.
Say what lie. Say what lie. Say what lie. Say what lie. Say what lie.
It's all right. You're a moderate Muslim, cool.
Say what lie.
Accept it.
Say what lie. Say what lie. You're not
This is where we conceal the sins. This is where we conceal the sins.
Yeah, conceal the sins. Yeah. You guys conceal the sins.
Takia.
Yeah, you're
Takia right now.
That's how.
That's the next one out.
You're concealing my sins.
You're Takia right now.
Why you?
The reason why we came to this year about the mothers is phenotype.
Yeah.
Because I said to you, when I went to the Somali wedding, I saw Somali people. With West African phenotype. That's what it's all been linked to. And you were saying no, and I'm saying there's no way, you can live on one landmass, and there's not going to be a percentage of the people looking like the people they live next to. It's just not going to happen.
It's true. Like I said, I told you 100%. We do have Somali Bantus in Somalia.
No, but I'm saying Somalis that are not Bantu, but have that have Bantu phenotype.
I don't know about that.
People who are not Somali but have features like yours.
There's some in the
I
park.
haven't seen one. I haven't seen a Somali that
Somali with big afro. You can be mistaken with Somali.
I'll be like,
You can be mistaken with Somali.
he's a mix. Where are you from?
No,
Jamaica?
he's not.
See, I know.
No, he's not mixed.
Wow.
Where are you
Jamaica,
from?
you know.
Zulu.
He's Zimbabwean.
Pure.
Zulu.
Yeah.
No many men talk about pure around here, you know. And he said pure.
What do you mean sure? Run your DNA, bro. You think Sri Lankan?
Oh, really?
About run your DNA. Run your DNA.
Huh?
I said run your DNA. Sri Lankan, you know. There's nothing wrong with being Sri Lankan, anyway. Yeah, big up my Sri Lankans out here.
The black people are the
My boys, big up my boys. Yeah, big up my Sri Lankans. You got me. Yeah, big up my Sri Lankan family. Hey. But nah, for real. All I know, there's one thing they told me, that I didn't believe, that I checked out and was real. That Somalia was the Dubai of West Africa, East Africa back in the day. I did not believe that crap. I went and I saw Queen and all them early days reaching in black and white. You know the ones there like, right, look, they're serious. Yeah, but they messed up your country right now.
Don't worry about how
but you're coming back.
I'm trying to bring short here, but Mogadishu, that is a Persian name.
Huh?
Yeah, Persian.
That's a lie, man. That's what they say. You know, Mogadishu.
Phoenician, I bet. Yeah, Persian's Phoenician.
Muk, you know, it was so beautiful, Muk means vision, Dishu, vision killer. Like, so beautiful that it will kill your vision.
Is it Persian?
No, Muk, Dishu, it's Somali. Muk, Akhi, they get so.
You keep messing up, you know.
I tell you what.
There was, you said the Somali,
you know why?
Arabic, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't mind about the Indian words. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of mix up going on. What's going on?
From Somali people, Somali history.
He might have been learned on the thing where people are just regurgitating. I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying just because another man says that, you know.
Yeah, the regular thing that Somalis say. Yeah, like that,
yeah, but the thing is this.
No, you're the only one who's like different.
No, but he might not be the only one though. You just might have to dig deep. You might have to dig deep in the Somali history and find out.
But the rest of the Somalians kind of genuinely say these things.
How many Somalis that come
I'm so used to it now. That's why I can spit it like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not me. My Somali family like, yeah, Mike, he was this and did it.
That's the thing about this guy. He just talks, man.
Why Mogadishu? Go Moga what?
How many Somalis?
Moga killer. Killer Dishu. I don't understand. What killer?
Mogadishu,
violent, man. It sounds violent. Doesn't sound very peaceful.
No, that's poetic.
I prefer the cat.
That's poetic.
I prefer the Somali. That's why Somali.
That's more like a servant word.
Hey.
I know.
I prefer this. Yeah. Then what? Vision killer. Yeah, like raw. Sounds like a rap.
It's a metaphor. Yeah? It's a metaphor.
Sounds like poetry. Come on.
Remember, at the end of the day, Somalia is known as the nation of the poets.
Who are the best poets in the
nation of the poets? Huh?
What Arabs are the best poets in
no,
history?
Listen, when you're herding cows, you can do that. Get me spitting bars and like,
Somalia.
Let me contemplate.
But wallah, if you go to Google right now and you just search nation of poets, you won't get any other country but Somalia.
But Fisherman was telling me.
Go. Should we do it now?
Fisherman was telling me.
Let's go to Google.
The oldest Hindu.
You can type if you want. Type nation of history.
Hey, bro.
Nation of poets. Who wants to type that? Nation of Poets. I'll go to Google.
Fisherman was telling me that the oldest.
Fisherman doesn't know shit, bro. What are you on about? He doesn't know shit.
Don't bring us the beef, bro.
Don't bring us the beef, no.
The man, he believes he's an Arab. He
finish, bro.
thinks he's a Hashemite.
Let me finish.
Big up fisherman, big up fisherman.
Let me finish. He said, yeah, the oldest description of Vishnu, the Hindu god, can be found in Somali.
The what? That's
cave.
true, that's true. I agree with that. I
How
agree
is
with
that
that. I
possible?
agree with that.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
You sure?
A lot of wait, what'd you say again?
How is that possible?
The Indian gods coming from Somalia.
No, the oldest
Indian guns?
What?
The oldest Hindu description of a god, Shiva,
Yeah.
is in Somali.
Okay, I'll tell you this. Somalia was known as, especially the Bunt land, the land of the Bunt, was known as the land of the gods. Right? Bunt. The land. Okay, is that how desperate you
No,
are?
I'm saying, it just sounds like a bit of banter.
Bunt,
I like that
listen,
one.
listen.
Yeah. You know, someone would say that was a reach, but that was good.
Bunt. Are you guys listening?
Good, sorry.
Bun in Egyptian, in ancient Egyptian, it means like bon, yeah. And bon is a horn in Somali. Bun, the horn. Bun. Okay. Anyways, long story short, I can tell you all day. You guys won't listen. You think I'm not fisherman? Listen now. The thing is this: in Somalia, the land of the Bunts, specifically, that is where many gods, for example, like the gods of what's it called, Baal. For example, you know, Isir is Osiris. Peruse is Horus. Baal was designed in Somalia. The Arab gods came from Somalia. Many gods worshipped by many other people came and was designed in the land of the Bunt. You understand? So if fisherman said that the Indian Shiva god has an essence in Somalia, it probably means that's where it was. That's where it came from in essence, and that's where it was designed. Maybe. Yeah,
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
You get me? So me, when I talk, bro, I'm not talking about just like chatting. I'm giving you real shit.
But that's gonna also.
They're saying Somalis invented Bao.
So could they put that
For
down?
example, in
I'll come back.
Somalia.
They came from somewhere.
It's a cheap claim, but it's a reach.
My
but
point of make is, see now you agree with it. I'm saying they came from somewhere else.
But obviously, if you came from the Middle East where Baal and all of them reside, it only makes sense.
What is Africa?
It only makes sense. These Phoenicians, these Kushite invaders. Oh, because you can find that in history.
Syria and them places.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Now what's making more sense?
Yeah.
Let's talk about history now.
Osiris,
Oh, we was Egyptians. Yeah, when the Syrians ruled in Egypt. That's where slavery ran in Egypt.
Also,
Man, man know about that, though.
Okay.
We know the phenotype as well. The
we have names.
Right. Name grows beard.
I don't know, but you keep insisting.
Start looking like
Somebody
a
would say,
Sumerian.
I'm not Ul-Kabala. Ul-Kabala means someone that
Sumerians the same.
keeps evil stuff or has different faces. When we look into the god Baal, right? The god Baal has many faces, many heads,
Uh-oh.
right?
The God of many faces.
I'm
Uh-oh.
talking
Stuff Allah. Sure.
My problem is this: the names that you're likening to them are the Greek versions of the names, not the actual Medu Neche names.
Right.
The thing is this.
That's what we
the
know.
Greeks-
Who influenced man?
Yeah.
Not to do that,
Like, we're
bro.
talking about the sun and then
Not the Medu Neche.
Who
Sound
influenced?
Roman, innit?
So it's the so it's the Greek names. The Greeks are the.
So no, the influence is from the Romans, isn't it? No. The Italians.
Yeah.
No. Mussolini. No. That would be the other day. No. That would rub you out, bro. Oh.
History.
Oh, history's. Yeah.
As I was saying, who influenced the Greek people? Where did the Greek people get their most of the information from? Egypt, right?
So
if we said like what's his name? The name Horus is an Egyptian, is a Greek term or is a Greek name. Where did they get it from at the end of the day?
Were they ever Egyptians?
Huh?
Those Greeks and Romans, were they ever Egyptians?
The Greeks and Romans.
Were they ever Egyptians?
There was a time when Greeks, I think, I'm not very well versed about the western side or influence of Egypt, but I know at some point.
It's nearer your bit.
I think Somali came from
But the part that I always, what I know much about Egyptian history is the part where Somalia and Somali people, or the people of the Horn, had influence in Egypt. That I'm kind of well versed. When it comes to Europe and all that, I'm not sure. But one thing I know for sure is that many things came from Somalia, because at the end of the day, Egypt was the what's it called, the essence of civilization. You understand? The beginning of civilization.
So that bit that you've got, yeah, is that crazy land?
At some point.
That bit you've got.
Nubia, but at the end of the day, they ended up.
Left Victoria.
Is that the fertile bit?
Left Victoria was Somali. Left Victoria was being Left Victoria.
Hey, excuse me, bro. If you, the bit that you've
I'm trying
got.
to show some respect, please allow me.
Sorry. The bit that you've got is
I'm trying to talk to this guy.
it's coastal, isn't it? It's coastal. Like the bit you lot own. Some of it is coastal, yeah? Obviously, you own the coast.
We own the longest coastline in Africa.
Right. So most of that's sand, right? That would be
A
sand.
lot of that would be sand, like closer to the sea, innit? It would be like beach, innit?
No, is that good for herding cows?
Like they just pushed you onto the wastelands like that. You lot could hold these pieces.
This guy, man.
I'm just, I don't know, bro. Logic.
Okay, look, Somalia has agriculture, it has minerals, it has oceans, it has many things. And different people expertise in different things. We have fishermen who expertise in seafaring and all that kind of stuff. And then we have herders, we have kings and lords and queens, and we had all that kind of stuff back in the days.
No, I don't know about the
It's not
kings
like,
and queens
it's-
thing. I don't know about that.
That's your problem. That's your problem. Well, you can look into it. Yeah?
Give us a time. Sultans
No,
of Satan.
Okay, all right.
Sultans of Satan.
All right, okay, we have. Okay, let's start.
Warned us about sultans of
Are
Satan.
you going to ask me a question?
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, cousin. You get me?
He's the most ignorant guy I've met in my life.
Pentateuch. Watch out for them man there. And the pentagram and all of them things there.
Maku, yo, Maku, can I ask you a question? Why do you have to be like this, bro?
Like what?
Like, just talk without any base.
Because I don't have.
Let's have a normal conversation. Like before me and you. Remember back in the days? Like back in the days, we were chatting good. We had a nice conversation one day. The first time I met this guy, we had a very...
When I first met you.
When I first met you, you did poetry in the G circle.
When I first met you, were black.
He's still black, bro.
No, we're playing.
You don't agree with the terminology, that's it. He's still down for the man.
You didn't get me.
No, he's our brother. He's our brother. It's just identity crisis.
I am African brother. Anyways, as I was saying, we were making a point. You said what time about the king, the queens that you're talking about. In Somalia, we don't have queens in our language. We call our queens.
How can a queen be a sultan? A man dressed up in his sheet. Hey, you're the one.
We call our queens kings. That's a Somali word for you. We don't have.
Okay. Because of the Hindu thing, Kingu, the spell of Leviathan, cold. Oh, cold. I see it now. Cold. Continue, bro.
Continue. No, that's good.
Blood, we just can't help it.
We're learning.
Wow. This is a
idols thing.
This is where it came from.
Kingu.
Yeah, we know this stuff.
Wait,
smell of sleep, smell of Leviathan.
One second. This guy,
go on.
He claims to be a chemist, right? He knows much about Egyptian history, right?
You claim to be a chemist.
Wait. No. I claim to be a butch.
You say you're Egypt. Somalians from Egypt,
Listen.
Somalians from Egypt. We're Pharaoh. We're Pharaoh.
They do not call their women queens. They do not have queen for women. It's a king. A woman is always a king in the Egyptian tradition. So how are you going to tell me?
So who's Queen of Sheba?
For example, no, that's English.
And how far
That's
was
English
that
though, but that's
from
English. But that's English.
Puntland and that.
But that's English.
Somaliland and that. You get me?
Right, this is the
Queen
most,
have
this is the most less fruitful, most ignorant conversation I've ever been to. Sorry to my brother Eesa.
Get back your point.
He's the only most reasonable guy.
Was it King
and
Haile
Jedi.
Selassie?
Everybody here.
Let's get back on.
Or was it His Imperial Majesty?
Hey, Everlas. Let's get back on with you.
Who's using kings? No one ain't using kings in that region.
Everlas.
How's that
Everlas,
not?
you know what we agree on the Shiva thing, yeah?
I know,
Man said Baal came from Somalia.
What do we agree on? We don't agree on the black, yeah.
On the coast.
We agree on
Why
Shiva.
building statues on the
We agree
coast?
on Shiva, yeah.
I don't understand.
We agree on Shiva.
Flat land and that.
What do we agree on Shiva?
The oldest one can be found in Somalia.
Somalia, yeah.
What do you mean was found in Somalia?
In the
No, be more specific.
Inscription of drawing of Shiva.
Or the practice.
I have it specifically said there were many gods designed in Somalia, hence the land of the Buddha, land of the gods.
Okay.
That's where many even Arabian people do your research. Where did the Arabians get their gods from? These idols that they used to worship. You understand? They got it from somewhere, and Somalia was one of those places. So I've also mentioned
Babylon.
Egypt and many places, right?
So hold on, if you did it there, then you exported it to India.
Oh no, did it come from India into Africa?
Because at the end of the day, what I'm saying, look,
I'm confused.
Somali people.
Boys, I don't know the
remember,
African.
Can anyone give me an
when you have
answer?
a massive
Someone give me an
land,
answer.
and you're powerful and you have kings and queens, right? And you control the ocean, right? The ocean is going to be yours. Every transport, everything that goes through, it's your border. And then at the same time, Somalia has like the most strategic point when it
but
comes to
my question
trading,
is-
business, manufacturing, everything. You understand?
And sand.
No, I'd rather talk to people that listen to me, bro.
bro,
But you're not listening to me.
You weren't listening to our questions.
bro.
You're vastly.
No, you're making jokes.
We're not
I don't
making
like.
jokes, bro.
No, wallahi, you're mocking me, bro. I don't
wallahi,
like that.
no, we
Don't mock
Say
me.
what I know for 20. Say what I know for 20.
See that?
Say what you come on. Wallahi.
Go. Sorry, go on. Everlas.
Nah,
Don't try with me,
you're
bro.
saying sorry from your heart. That's the thing.
You say
You
wouldn't even
sorry
know.
just to mock
How would you know?
anyway. Getting back, my point is, yeah.
See, your poetry skills are low, fam.
If all this description of
Bro, you're high.
When the original
Come on,
man,
talk to you.
hold on, when the
You are
original
first
man
waiting, bro.
talks to you, you know, you
Come
should
on.
put a little bit of respect on our name.
Respect, man.
Put
You
a
don't show
little
me
respect on our name,
You're not
man.
respecting
You know
me.
what I'm saying?
How am I
Original
gonna
man,
respect
you know.
But how you gonna respect?
I'm honest with your dad,
You don't
bro.
respect me. How am I gonna
Probably I'm your
respect
dad.
you?
So let's allow it, bro. Anyways.
What'd you say?
Sorry,
I
anyway.
said I'm honest with your dad.
That's true. That's true.
I thought you said something else, bro.
I did.
What'd you say?
I'm honest with your dad.
Yeah, but I thought you said something else.
Probably
Go
am
on.
your dad.
Yeah,
You probably am with that.
tribally.
Don't say that.
Let's say whose tribe's older than who.
Fuck man too. Fuck you, man. Don't say that.
No, where's your how old is your tribe?
How old is your tribe?
How old is your tribe?
Don't say that.
How old is your tribe?
How old is your tribe, man?
No, how's he gonna? That's so disrespectful.
No,
bro.
it's not you directly. It's saying as a
Probably.
whole.
No, he said probably.
As a whole.
Nah, don't bring that, bro.
As a whole, bro.
I'm a son of halal. You don't talk to me like that, bro.
Son of who?
Shut up, bro.
Halo,
Hello.
Shut up.
What's Halal?
Move.
son
I'm a son of
of Shaitan.
No, you're a
Son of Shaitan is called Halo.
So what?
Oh, you just said Halo.
Halal.
Huh?
Halal. You're a halal.
That's the root word. But you don't do linguistics. You're just a poet.
See what I mean?
How are you saying halal has got something to do with halal, bro?
What the fuck?
I do language. I do linguistics. Yeah, you go out. Shaitan. See you later, Shaitan.
That's the
See you later. Halo.
Halo.
See you later, Halo. You're a devil,
my
man.
point.
Come
I
on, man.
can't
Stop it. Yeah? You started this Hindu shit. It's coming out. It's oozing out of you. Go on.
Wallahi,
The racism.
He's
Go
the
on.
most. He's the most unintelligent.
Come on. Yes, I know. Go on.
I don't know, reasonable guy I've met, bro.
No, you
How you
wanna
gonna
say
tell me
nigga.
halal?
No,
all of a sudden?
you know when you know a man want to say nigga. Go on.
Say it. How's halal evil?
Say it.
Stupid, man. Wallahi, man.
Come on.
Wallahi now, innit? But you don't say wallahi for you.
Get it out. Get it out.
I dare you, innit?
What
I'm saying wallahi again.
etymology?
Say
are you
wallahi
saying
again, you fake
halal in the Arabic language goes back to
This guy knows
halal in the next
everything.
language.
He knows everything.
Etymologically speaking, how does that run?
As he talks about
Said it was
Somalis
the
being
next language.
Indians.
Okay, let's say the language.
You need to stop smoking weed, man. That's too much. Like, it's messing up your mind right now. I swear to God. You need
You
to stop.
smoke weed as well. What you
I
talking
don't smoke weed. You need to stop smoking weed, bro. Your mind is like lost. You're connecting. Some dots that don't even mind.
First, say wallahi you
I
don't.
don't.
First of all,
Wallahi, I don't.
first of all, sort out your diet. Yeah. First, sort out your
What
diet.
do you mean, sort of my diet?
Somali diet,
Somali, what's that? What's Somali diet?
straight Italian. You don't make
What's Italian?
pasta. You make pizza.
Nah, that's all you know. Is that all you
I'm
know?
not doing this.
We've got. See,
Mama secret recipe.
halal is halal.
That's Somali.
Halal is halal.
Let's go back to that.
Halal is halal.
How do you know? I know where man got the idea of
Mike,
pasta
this
from.
man
Yeah.
doesn't know about Angero, Orchka,
You know-
all this
you know,
shit.
because he's
You don't
watching
know.
the-
Yeah,
You
Italian.
don't know.
watching the food,
Italian,
that's why.
Italian style is
He knows.
stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. Man.
Well, at least Mussolini
this guy
left
said halal
something.
is halal.
At least Mussolini left something.
That's how dumb
You know
it
what I'm
is,
saying?
man.
Yeah?
How are you gonna
When you
tell
back the losing side, they give you spaghetti.
No, wait. Have you been to a Somali wedding?
Yeah, how's the bastard, blood?
Man, he needs an invitation.
Sorry about the war. You get me? Ethiopians whooped our ass. Sorry, man. We back the losing side. So, here, host of pasta.
My dude, there you go. That's it, man. I didn't know you know that, man. Hey, you have to go to the house.
You were saying
listen.
And the rest of your Indian.
That's the halal thing again, yeah? The halal.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Break it down for man.
Yeah, break it down. How is halal?
You said halal.
Yeah.
And halal.
You said halal first.
No, I said halal.
You said halal first.
No, I said, you guys are high, you're hearing something else.
No, you said halal.
No, you're hearing something else, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
You're forgetting where you are.
No, wallah, I said, look at the camera. Look at the camera. I said halal.
And then man said, who's halal? And I said, he's the son of Shaitan.
I'm halal.
So in the Pantheon where they use the word Shaitan, so that's Arabic, man, isn't it? Arabic, isn't it?
What's that?
Because obviously Shaitan having a son named Halal has to be Arabic, isn't it?
Why does it have to be Arabic?
Why not?
Shaitan could be a universal term that's used. Because generally speaking, names are not bound to one.
But I like it.
I know, this is linguistics, yeah.
I like Arabic in the
But
Quran.
I'm just saying, keeping it simple for you.
But it spoke different languages before the Quran.
No, but in the Arabic, if you're Quran is pure Arabic.
No, listen. Everything.
Oh, that's a good point.
No, it's actually a pedantic point, yeah, because your name, is your name, regardless of whether it's Arabic or whatever.
All right, is your name Arabic? Is your name Arabic?
Yeah, no.
That predates.
Is your name Arabic?
The evidence.
Yeah, of the name.
Is the name Eesa
Shaitan
Arabic?
in non-Arabic context. Yeah.
Oh, they should be in like the Bible.
Hebrew.
The Bible.
Yeah.
It's going to be Hebrew, Aramaic,
When
we go back.
Because I don't know exactly what it is.
But it's a long
I
story.
don't know. Satan, innit? Satan, Shaitan, it's all. It's all etymologically goes back to the same thing, innit?
All right, so this is what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is, we are only going back with Arabic because then the precursor language will be Hebrew. You get what I'm saying? Where you're getting all your terms and things from.
So I don't. The thing is, I don't really.
Of the same language.
See, I really need someone here to actually place that. How are we getting that Arabic comes out of Hebrew? We need dates. We need dates.
Quite easy.
So let's break it down.
Quite easy.
So who was the patriarch of the Hebrew language?
Of what they call Hebrew.
Yeah.
But not really Hebrew. Because if we actually say Hebrew, then we're talking like 1400s and a bunch of Jews who came with.
I want to talk about that Yiddish stuff.
No, that's what it is though. That's what Hebrew. When we say Hebrew, there was no Hebrew, ancient Hebrew.
No, but when you go to so what we say when we go back to like the biblical.
Aramaic.
It's going to be Aramaic.
So, alright.
It's going to be Aramaic.
It's going to be Aramaic. No, wait.
But they say Aramaic.
So what? So there's no Hebrew transcript of the Torah then.
When they say Arabic, this guy's trying to connect.
There is a transcript of it, but it's by these Ashkenazim Jews with their Yiddish.
So then we don't really have Hebrew now then. As
it's not.
Right. So that means there's no way we can.
No, Arabic either.
Right. We do have Arabic. How can you not have Arabic? How can you tell me how we cannot have?
So the original, without the.
No, that's writing, brother. That's writing and script.
I'm trying to get to how halal came to halal. Like, what's that?
Arabic now till now is still written without vowels.
Because
till this day, it's still written without vowels.
It's a language that comes out of another language. So you have to go to the one that comes out.
You know the word God. You know God. G-O-D. What does that mean?
God is from the German word good, which means
it refers to
good.
It refers to God, right?
No, it means
Comic
good.
Sans.
It means good. In Somali, God means hole. Like digging a hole. Good. So how are you gonna tell me just because? See what I mean? Though? So if you try to mix two things because they sound alike, you're gonna fall into a trap, bro. Because not all languages.
Sometimes it applies.
What do you mean?
You admit sometimes it doesn't apply.
What applies?
No, for example, look, this guy said halal is an evil thing, and halal comes from that root. I said, for example, in Somali, you know the word G-O-D in English is God, isn't it? But in Somali, G-O-D is a hole. Like dig a hole.
I understand what you're saying.
You understand?
The original word of God is death.
Yeah, whatever he means. But whatever he means, at the end of the day, back home.
But some man might say to you, it actually means good. It means good. It means good. Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, but yeah, I know. But that same word in my language, it mean the whole. So are you gonna tell me, okay, the Africans came first? So
when I say sometimes it applies. Yeah. You understand what I mean, man?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes, guys, are sometimes.
Especially if the language is the two languages you're comparing are side by side.
I understand, but the thing with Maku, yeah?
It should apply sometimes.
I know, but the thing with Maku, everything that he has that sounds alike, they're the same shit to him. It's like, oh yeah, oh this sounds like that.
You Somali.
Yeah, that's true. That's fine. That's my history. That's my history.
So why man's calling man Somalo?
You know what? I'm gonna go. I know I'm gonna talk about Somalia with you guys. What?
You're emotional.
I'm not emotional. Every time we get to this conversation,
I made a point of saying the words. Yeah, you're gonna be
right now. I know your position. I know your position.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say Somali now, and it was Somalo.
What's wrong?
Ask him.
I'm not getting upset. Look, I've seen your position, Maku. I thought you came to me like in a normal discussion, yeah? But then you should show me when you said halal, it's halal and on many other words. And you're trying to combine.
You said halal first.
You guys are high, you don't know what you're talking about. So on and so forth, yeah? The point is this. I cannot debate with someone who's confused with simple words as that. And you, just because they sound alike doesn't mean that you know them. You get me?
Did you know? You're not saying that loud though.
What proof?
Did you know that Shaitan had a son? Did you know that?
Did I know? Shaitan does not have a son. He has. Wait. Shaitan. Yeah. Don't do it. Let's have
I need to hear it.
All right. Shaitan is from the family of Jinn, and he married, or he had many. Those who followed him, those who followed the Shaitan among the Jinn, are called Shayateen. Right? And within the Shayateen, they're able to, because at the end of the day, they are beings, isn't it? They're able to intermarry.
But Shaitan does have humans. Shaitan has children.
He does have children, but he doesn't have a son, like one son. He's trying to make it like
he's got multiple sons.
Multiple sons, yeah. So what are you on about? When it comes to this, I will destroy you, bro.
Destroy me.
Talk about Shaitan or talk about
What's the name of Shaitan's father?
Listen.
I don't get it.
Okay, Shaitan.
Listen.
Wait.
It's cool if you don't get it. It's cool.
Listen, man.
No. Let me talk.
Answer the question again.
Who is the father of Shaitan?
Okay. Shaitan Shaitan is from these beings known as Jinn. And Jinn is the first being. They were like the Jinn, and have you heard about the Bin as well?
Yeah, there was part of they were a tribe of
They were a tribe. There was Jinn and Bin. You understand? They were spiritual. I don't know where they live.
I was asking.
This is a whole different.
Some say they lived on the earth.
But in the Quran, how many Shaitan was Quran? There's only one Shaitan. There's only one Shaitan.
There's only one Shaitan. No. Iblis, was the angelic celestial being which was kicked out, and he became. Not angelic. No, I'm saying he's a jinn.
It was a jinn.
Yeah, so he was kicked out, and then he had a progeny.
Only one, yeah. So who was it?
This is how it happened.
That's what they call it.
Okay. Wait, let me.
He's a mum of what? The children? Where did he have the walima? Like, how's that beneficial to me? To find out. No, I'm saying that, you know, like in there, like the Arabian saying, there's sometimes there's knowledge that doesn't benefit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So I don't know.
Anyways, according to the ulama, the Shaitan, ulama scholars, the Shaitan was a righteous jinn. He was a righteous jinn.
Jinn bad.
In this Christian story, he was actually an angelic
being.
He was a celestial being.
He was a jinn.
It's a jinn bad, a jinn and
an angel. Yeah.
The jinn bad. Is jinn bad or good?
One is created from Noor, one is created from Nar.
Jinn bad or good? Either bad or good.
Jinns are like but anyways, long story short.
But are they physical? Are they physical?
Are they physical? Oh, you want to get into that now? Okay.
It's obvious.
Oh, no,
talking about Shaitan.
No, we will get there. We'll get there.
Is he a myth or what?
They're metaphysical beings that can
Is it physical?
Right.
Who was Shaitan's father?
No, Iblis.
He didn't know.
Who was it? You don't know who.
We don't know who the fuck. We don't know who the father of Iblis.
My voice seems times. Only one was from.
If you want me to give you Dilil, I'll give you.
So where did that one come from?
Where did other what?
I just told you he comes from Jinn.
Yeah, who are these children?
He comes from Jinn.
What are the names?
Who?
Why do we need their names? Why is that important?
You say you don't know.
They don't know.
So you don't know.
I said that already, but I'm saying when you wait, no, it's not. There's no curiosity.
No with
yeah?
conditions nowadays.
Where's their names? As if
I don't just say no more. I don't know,
cuz.
You gonna say?
I say fair enough.
Halal.
One second.
Yeah, I'm not negating halal. I'm just saying. Yeah, go.
Let me just clarify this, yeah? For example, jinn.
The father of Shaitan.
The Quran. I'm going to say that. Please relax, man. For example, in Arabic, human beings are known as Bani Adam. Bani Adam, sons of Adam, right? And then you have jinn, right? Those created. So there are jinns and men. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Please, let's go in stages, yeah.
It must be jinns as well.
Let's get to the stages.
For jinns to descend.
Maku, please, man. This is what I'm saying, man. I don't.
Let us call a talk.
I know you know so much.
Let us call a talk, Maku.
Which all jumbled up, but just relax.
It's hard when you got the answer.
I know, but I know I'm not waffling because you're not listening.
Trying to use discipline, like I hate doing that. I agree with you. I hate doing that. Asking a question that I know the answer. I hate doing that.
You asked me a question. Can I finish?
Do you know the answer?
I've got an answer.
Give the answer.
I'm giving the answer, but he's just talking over.
Is it a long process to say who the father of Shaitan is?
Okay, because you have to identify, you have to give a definition. So basically there is jinn, benin, and Bani Adam, angels, so on and so forth, like malaika, right? Now, benin is like, it's the same extraterrestrial beings, like same as jinn. You understand? And they were created out of fire, right? So this being called jinn, right, had many other jinns. Maybe he had a female jinn created for him. It's in the hadith. Right, the Quran only talks about specifically like what's most needed.
There's no point.
The hadith gives you a more. Let me just tell you this.
No, I'm saying.
What we're talking about the progeny of Shaitan or Iblis.
Story.
No, look.
Is there any contradiction in the story of the jinns, Shaitan, or whatever?
No, there's no contradiction.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be weak hadiths that are gonna narrate stuff that are
going to put who halal is. I don't know halal is, but I don't know who halal is. I know one of
yeah, who is that? I don't understand. I still don't understand who this halal is. But you know what though? There's nothing to say that the previous scriptures don't have the names of the progeny of Shaitan. It's highly likely that there is mention of their names. But I'm saying for me, that doesn't like having that knowledge. It's just like extra supererogatory knowledge. Like
so if I don't have so what's the name then?
Well, the name is Jinn. The name is Jinn.
Whatever.
That's the name.
The name of the father of Shaitan is Shakar, and Shakar sometimes can be interpreted as Saturn. You get what I'm saying?
Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this?
You have to read and study now.
Now where though? Where'd you get this? You can't tell me.
From the scholars.
Where'd you get this?
It might have been Somaliland still.
Which scholars?
Which one? It might be Somaliland when they made all the idols and all the concepts.
Are you sure it's not one of your halal?
Land of Bunts.
Huh?
The land of the gods.
Are you sure it's not one of your halal?
No, land of the gods.
You know he just said.
It's not the land of gods.
Shaitan, Satan, same thing, bro. Halal. Bro, you know what? Let's you know what I mean?
None of the gods.
Yes, root word.
You are waffling.
Root word.
Let's go back. Where'd you get this? How do you know this? Who's telling you this? Are you dreaming? Are you hallucinating? Are you just high?
You tell us who halal is. You tell us who halal is. You say you're the son of halal. Who's halal?
I didn't say I'm the son of halal.
What do you say now?
They've been like this today.
What's going on today? What do you say?
But these people have a problem with my history.
Let's get back to the fact. Hold on one second.
No, we're not going back to nowhere.
Does Shaitan have a son.
Or he has many. He has many.
Yeah, he does. So, yeah.
Where do you see?
100%, yeah.
How would you know whether you're in that bloodline or not?
How do you know? I wouldn't.
No, not you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how you know.
Wait, what we're saying, Shaitan is a completely different creation than we are all children of Adam.
So the bloodline of Shaitan are not human.
No.
Not only that. We don't live in the same
I
dimension.
got one that'll
We live
burn
in a
your
30
noodle.
dimension.
Okay.
These are different dimensions.
What are jinns?
Jinn are created from fire, smokeless flame. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're a creation of Allah.
So what are you breathing in and out? Oh my God.
I'm not breathing in smokeless flame.
Bro,
I'm
you
breathing
must
in.
have a smokeless flame
one of
in
those
you
times.
to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon.
Carbon dioxide.
Dioxide.
There's something burning inside you.
Is there? Of course, that's the process.
That's the gym.
Yeah, but when it's about bulky, we're talking about a smokeless flame.
Right.
Yeah, a flame is
Just like the breath. Just like the breath.
Just
Just like the breath
There's no
that
flame
blew. Just
inside.
like the breath that blew into the clay.
Prove
Just
it,
like the
innit?
breath
It's a
that blew
claim,
into the clay.
Yeah. It's a claim. Yeah, we need evidence for it. Okay. If you're saying that I have smokeless flame within me, then you haven't proved anything. What you've done, yeah, is
Breathing is proof.
You made the premise. Breathing. Yeah.
Right.
Breathing. Yeah. At what point in breathing is a smokeless flame produced?
No. It's a result.
How does
That's
a
a
jinn get
result.
inside a person?
You breathe in oxygen.
How does a jinn?
Yeah.
Let me ask
Who says
that.
jinn?
How does a jinn get inside a
Who
person?
says jinns go inside of people?
I've heard people say,
No, possession is normal, man. Come on.
There's a lack of evidence.
I've heard it.
There's a lack of Islamic evidence here, which shows that jinns can go inside.
So how does a jinn affect a human being then?
Jinns can affect you psychologically. Yeah? If you imagine being haunted by a being that appears and disappears, that's how it would affect you. But as for physically going inside you and becoming the CPU, locking you in some sort of dungeon in your mind, yeah, that's all some hocus pocus Harry Potter stuff. There is a lack of Islamic evidence, yeah, that show, and you find classical scholars like Ibn Hazm, yeah, say that there's no evidence for jinn going into people and controlling their body, bro.
You already a jinn.
That's
Okay, look, the thing is this.
Manipulate them through speech.
We live in different dimensions. Let's go to dimensions.
Let's say.
We live in different dimensions.
Let me make it easier. Let me make it easier. Oh, no, let me make it
We
easier.
live
Let's
in a
say you're half
three
jinn.
dimension.
Yeah, you're half
Can you be half
fire.
You can't be half
Yeah,
it's impossible.
and you're half a being of light and energy.
Can you be that?
That's impossible.
Is that
What's
possible?
impossible? Yes, it's
impossible.
Based on what
Yes,
evidence?
the breathing process for the smokeless fire. Do you get what I'm saying? And the energy, well, the rest is kind of obvious, isn't it?
I
You know what I'm
tell
saying?
you,
So,
talking Islamically speaking, yeah, the angels don't reproduce.
No, I'm not.
In fact, that's a baseless claim. Let me take that back.
whoa,
That's a
I was
baseless
gonna
claim.
say, Shaitan's reproducing,
Nah.
but angels can't, or Maleks can't reproduce.
Yeah, because they're different
Interesting.
beings. But the reason why,
But the energy being, but you can become physical. So reproduction shouldn't even be an issue for them.
no, I'm not saying the
What did I say?
ability.
I'm just letting you know. You're on camera.
What did I say? Did you say something?
The halal.
First off, I don't even know if there's
That's
any
the only thing I heard.
female
I said halal.
angels to begin
I said I'm a son of
with. There's
halal.
never been any mention
You know what I mean?
Islamically
No, I didn't
of
say
any
halal.
female angel.
Well,
I know what you guys are hearing, but I didn't say halal.
the
I
word,
said
the
halal.
determination, the Malik is classed as feminine.
Yeah.
I know.
When it comes to language.
Yeah, when it comes to the actual Arabic, it's classed as feminine. Right, the word Malik.
What do I do with the hair?
Yeah, it's true. So
Or Malaika.
Malaika. But remember, the angels obey all of Allah's commands. They're not creatures who act off of their own impulses.
And when they do, they become what we call disagreeable. See, you can agree with the Most High, and then you
Don't
can
bring him up.
disagree.
Come back in.
That means you have a different point
Come
of
back
view.
in.
But from that, from the different texts, it shows that from there you can become an angel and descend to a jinn and descend
But
to a
I'm
demon.
saying from the very nature of the angel is to conform and not to negate the Most High. The very nature of the angel is to obey the commands that he's given, Islamically speaking. So,
Okay.
and we know that different is.
So was
Christianity-
Shaitan an angel?
No.
Never an angel. He was just in the presence
Quran
of
says that
angels.
he was a jinn.
But what's the jinn doing in the presence of angels?
So there's a whole backstory to what jinn is doing in the process. Regarding the authenticity of it, I'm not sure. But it's said that he was from amongst the righteous jinn at a time where most of the jinn were corrupt. And so God chose him and elevated his status.
No, I think what people are misunderstanding is that God used jinn.
Yeah.
That's what people are misunderstanding. when God sends down balls of fire, yeah, that is not no seraphim, that is a jinn. That is one of those cherubim. You see the word cherubim? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as jinn.
Well, that's what Shaitan was, isn't it?
They're both angels then. You know what I'm saying?
But they're not though.
Yes or no? Cherubim and seraphim are both angels.
I'm not saying they don't have the same.
Yeah, but the seraphim are fire.
I'm saying the very nature of the two beings is different. One's created, yeah. It said that the Malaika are created from Nur, which is light.
Right, that's right.
And the Jinn are created from Nar, which is fire.
Right.
So already at the very origin of their creation, they are made up of two different elements, which are quite unique.
Yeah. But you're here now. That's what I'm saying.
Do you guys find it hard to argue over hadith?
Argue over?
No, like debate hadith and stuff like that.
Most of us are not equipped to debate hadith because we're not. We are not. Like hadith is kind of. It's accessible, yeah. But most people are happy to depend on other people to classify and authenticate hadith for the most part for them.
Because it seems to just go round and round and round.
That's what I seem
How
to see
so?
as a problem.
What do you
Well,
mean?
I'm watching it.
Yeah, no, but I haven't mentioned any hadith. And
I'm not even mentioning hadith as well.
Most times, if you hear me speak,
All
I'll
this
go back to the
information, is it in the
Quran.
hadith or is it in the Quran?
It's partially in the Quran.
Mostly.
So when I said to him now, I said to him, as for how Shaitan got to that position, it's the news needs to be verified. Yeah. So when it comes to that, I gave him a little disclaimer first. But the stuff about him being a jinn, I can clearly say because that's in the Quran. So when it comes to the Quran, I can clearly tell you this is Quran. There, bam, that's what it is. When it comes to a certain hadith, I can say to you, yeah, bam, that's established.
You might need a hadith.
But as I'm growing now, and when I'm looking into hadith.
You might need a hadith. What you got to do is really just go into more of the
kind of coming back onto the question about
then give you a better understanding.
That's a responsible thing.
Responsible.
so you know
They're not going to do that. Because you can get consumed in hadith all your life. Like 3,000 hadith books.
But there's no satanic interference.
I should read it for a lifetime.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I heard something,
and all
my brother speaking, I heard something about if you don't say that basically,
where it came from.
Jinn will wrap itself around.
That supplication, is in order. It's a supplication which is supposed to guard. Supposed to guard the progeny from becoming wretched and becoming. Of course. But as for
remember that it's a righteous act.
Right.
That I totally understand. That's in my
but I don't know about rapping. That's what I'm saying. A lot of this.
But like when I first heard that, I understood it from that side of being like, okay, cool. Because from the moment you say that, I don't think you're gonna be doing a lot of skills that you normally do without saying that. You know what I'm saying? It takes you out of that mind frame of trying to get a nudge to actually realizing that this is a righteous act. And this is something that I'm very passionate about, especially with youngers. When I've got a little sister that's here, I've got cousins and all that. So it's little things that I try to show them, like, look, at
the importance of the act.
Sex is just not a little joke here and there. It's not a little, you know what I mean? So that side I understand it. But the reason I touched that because I was thinking, if that was the case, then it would make a good argument to say they can reproduce, they can have one. But then since you clarified that, but you're totally right. Like, I agree with you when you say that a lot of people are not equipped to think hadith, and I don't even think hadith just hadith. I think even just Quran or even religion itself. Partly. My mom's not religion. That's why he calls me. My man just messaged me, Zulu, what you saying? I'm like,
yeah, my message though.
I literally I just wake up to a text message like, yo, Zulu, what you saying?
What are these man on?
Content over everything from your
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Listen! COE! Man don't listen to BBC. Man don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky YG. I just listen to COE! Man don't listen to BBC. Man don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky Man. Man just listen to COE! Man just listen to COE! Man just listen to COE! If you see me, it's COE! Content over everything, COE!
Man not even know BBC. Man not even know ITV. Not even listen to the MUM. They just listen to COE.